The first 2 seasons of the new era of Sulphur Springs Wildcat football were a huge success by any measure, winning a combined 15 games and snapping a 5-year-long playoff drought, making it to the postseason in back-to-back years, but falling short in the opening round, both times at the hands of the Cowboys from Dallas Carter. Since their last match, a lot has happened. District realignment, brand new schedules, brand new opponents. Only something as strong as destiny would be able to bring these two teams back to each other, and that's exactly what it did. All of those cold winter days, spring practices, the long hot days of the summer, the pre-district wins, the district battles, it's all led to this. Tonight is part 3 of the Sulphur Springs Wildcats and the Dallas Carter Cowboys. Who will win? Will the Cowboys continue their winning streak against Sulphur Springs, or will the Wildcats finally get that coveted playoff win, holding up the gold ball and avenging the pain of their last 2 postseason losses? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Thank you so much for spending a very special Friday night with us right here on Front Porch News and Chad's Media. If you've been hanging out with us all year long, thank you so much. We appreciate it. You don't even know. If this is your first time hanging out with us, though, I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined, of course, by my favorite person to spend Friday nights with, Wildcat legend, national champion, award-winning punter, maybe the best football psychic I know, Ryan Humphries. What's going on, buddy?
Tyler, it's an absolute pleasure. Big game tonight. Obviously, anytime we get to call games in November, it must be for a special reason. And first round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs definitely fits that narrative.
It does. And Ryan, this is a matchup we've seen before, 2 teams that are very familiar with each other. I know you're a big LeBron guy. In the words of LeBron, we've seen these 2 teams play each other not 1, not 2, but this is the three-peat, 3rd year in a row. I know a lot of people from Dallas Carter watch this stream. We appreciate y'all. Hopefully it's going to be a fun night with a lot of people in the stream, active in the comments. But what do you think? Again, I mean, 3 years in a row in the playoffs, you can't really say the word rivalry, but I feel like those feelings are there.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, I think that it's one of those deals where last week, we're calling the Frisco Panther Creek game, and obviously we're laying out all the scenarios. We knew that if we lose that one, we are going to get Dallas Carter.
Right.
And it felt like, you said it best, sports have a way of just kind of working out that way sometimes. It just, whatever storyline, could happen or might happen, a lot of times it does happen in sports, and this feels very similar to that. And so hopefully third time's a charm for the Wildcats. But I definitely think that in this new Faircloth-led Wildcat era, this has kind of become a rivalry.
It has. Ryan, we've got plenty of time to get into plenty of things here in this Friday night countdown to kickoff, which as always is brought to you by Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge, where they make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable. Explore their extensive inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles tailored to fit any lifestyle and budget. Their dedicated team is there to guide you through every step, from selecting the perfect car to securing financing. Go give them a visit or browse their online showroom at ssdodge.com. Your next journey starts with the perfect car. Find it at Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge. Ryan, it's funny, we've kind of built up this narrative, especially us here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News. We got to do Hard Knocks this year, which was a ton of fun, but we kind of built this narrative of getting that elusive first playoff win. Obviously, that is what's been on everyone's mind since last fall. Since then, you had a long winter, you had district realignment, a completely new schedule, all these new teams, and it really feels like destiny that these 2 teams have come back to each other. It feels like that sort of thing only happens in sports.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, at some point, it kind of got to where it felt like it was inevitable. This was the path that it was going to be to get that elusive first playoff win in this new Wildcat era. But I think when you get down to it, yes, you would have loved to have won district. You would have loved to have gone 10-0.
Right.
But you got out of the toughest district in all of 4A. You got to the playoffs. That was step 1. And step 2 is just having that opportunity to go and win a playoff game. And I think because it's against Dallas Carter, I think that if we are able to do that tonight, it's going to make it that much sweeter.
I think so as well. And it's funny, we spent this whole season talking about this is kind of the SEC of Texas high school football. And you and I had mentioned we thought all 4 teams that make it out of this district could win in the playoffs. Ryan, would you like to tell the viewers at home last night? A couple of games have already been played.
Yes.
One of which was the 4 seed from our district, Aubrey, against the 1 seed from their district, Dallas Kimball. Can you tell the people at home what happened in that
Yes,
one?
very close game. Again, like you said, district champion Kimball in Dallas Carter's district. Aubrey, the 4th seed in our district. Aubrey actually won that game last night, 35-33. A game, a result that you and I really felt confident in saying would happen. A team that we had been higher on throughout the better part of the entire year, maybe than what the consensus was in the state of Texas. Aubrey was able to win that one, and then to no surprise, Salina also took on.
I was going to say Salina as well.
Yeah,
right?
Salina also took on Wilmer Hudgens last night, 4th place in that district, district champion in ours, and they beat them 75-0. So
75-0.
75-0. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Ryan, we have a lot of time here, but I want to go ahead and kind of stick to our rhythm. For anyone that doesn't know, we usually start with the players to watch from Sulphur Springs first. Ryan, offensively, what are you watching for here tonight?
Yeah, I'm going a way different route than my normal Jackson Hare, Caden Mitchell, whoever it may be. And I'm going Coach Faircloth.
I like this
I'm going
pick
Coach
a lot.
Faircloth. I think that Coach Faircloth has done a fantastic job of kind of figuring out that one or two, not gadget play, but just situational awareness. You know, the long 4th down at Aubrey, the long 4th down at Lake Dallas. Big moments that tonight it's gonna come into play, because there's gonna be situations where it's kind of a coin flip. What do we do? And I think that Coach Faircloth is going to do a great job. And I also just want to point out that, you know, we're sitting here talking about Hard Knocks and talking to the players and getting that elusive first win. And there's no doubt it's human nature. In the back of those players' heads, they're thinking, gosh, we've played these guys twice.
Right.
We're 0-2. Can we beat it? I'm not saying that's the consensus. I'm saying that it's in there somewhere.
100%.
The coaches feel the same way. They want to win as well. And so that's something that I think that I have no doubt that the coaching staff this week and Coach Faircloth really put in a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of planning, and they're gonna call a really great game tonight.
Yes, one, you and I talk so much about not only Coach Faircloth, but this staff as a whole, that you and I really have a ton of confidence and trust in them. And we talk about how good of a play caller Coach Faircloth is, especially to start games. I know I'll bring up these stats every week, but to start games, the Wildcats in the Coach Faircloth era are 15-1 when they score first, opposed to 7-9 when the opponent score first. Other stats kind of along those same lines. You are 19-0 when you enter the 4th quarter with a lead, and you are 20-2 when scoring 24 or more points. So I think that's a great call. I think with as good of a play caller as he is, if you do all of those things, which we know they can do, we've seen them do them a ton of times, I think you win the football game.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that they're going to put us in a position to be successful tonight. That's all I'll say.
I think so as well. For me, offensively, I'm going to go with Skylar Lewis.
Okay.
I know a lot of the time we try to pick players that aren't necessarily, you know, the marquee names and stuff. But Skylar Lewis won against Dallas Carter last year. He had 12 catches, 160 yards. So he knows he can have success against them. And then again, the numbers I keep mentioning, 16-4 is the Wildcats' record in his career when Skylar has one or more touchdowns. And if you can get him and Jackson Hare with a touchdown, 8-0. So I'm going with Skylar Lewis as my offensive player.
The math doesn't lie there.
The math is mathing just a little bit.
No doubt.
Defensively, what you got for me, Ron?
Tyler, I think it's no secret that Dallas Carter is going to run the ball early and often tonight, and I think that starts up front with Big Truth Holmes. I mean, I think that he's kind of set the tone for that defensive line this season, and I really think ever since the Mount Pleasant game, it seems like he's really settled in and been that guy that we thought he could be. And so tonight he's going to have to be the anchor, because it's one of those deals where you know it, I know it, and the American people know it. They're running the ball. And so sometimes, yes, that's great for defensive scheming, and you know what's coming, but also it's a little intimidating. And so it's kind of just, hey, this is what we're doing. Come and stop me. And so that's going to be a lot on Truth Holmes tonight. There's no doubt.
Talking about how well this team runs the ball this season, the Cowboys average 264 rushing yards per game, opposed to 105 receiving yards. Like we said, you're going up against the Cowboys tonight. I think if you're going to have success, I think Cowboy Truth is going to need to be someone that has a huge game. He leads all defensive linemen in tackles this year. He leads the team with 4 tackles for loss. He leads the team in sacks and QB hurries from the defensive tackle position. I mean, that's Aaron Donald type stuff. And, yes, I think to stop a team that runs the ball as well as Dallas Carter does, you're going to need a huge game from Truth.
No doubt. Who you got, Tyler?
I'm going to go kind of in a similar vein. But instead of picking one player, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm going with this linebacker core.
Okay.
We've talked all year long
about
very deep. We have a ton of just really good linebackers, whether it's from the inside, from the outside, and I think I think not only will you see them all have big nights, but I think you're going to have to.
Yeah, no, there's no question. If you turn on the film, it's very black and white. We're running the ball for Dallas Carter. That is what we do. Yes, they've had some success throwing, but a lot of it's screen game. A lot of it's just an extension of the run game. They are going to run the ball tonight, and so that's got to be the front seven. It's going to be at the forefront of why we win tonight.
Ryan, we still got plenty of time here, but I think before we do anything else, it is everyone's favorite part of the pregame show every single week. It's my favorite part of the pregame show every single week, and we see it come into play immediately every week. For anyone that doesn't know, it is time for Hump's Keys to Victory. Ryan, what you got for us this week?
Tyler, number one, I'm bringing an oldie but a goodie back.
Okay.
It's the Blue Barrage, and I think it's kind of been the anchor of this team, and which is saying something because you got a lot of big names on the offensive side of the ball, but really I feel like the defense has kind of pushed the needle, moved the needle for the Wildcats this year, and I think in this one, I just think if the defense can show up, really stop the run, it's going to put Dallas Carter in a position where they feel like they have to try things that maybe isn't in their MO, and that's going to be a huge reason of why the Wildcats win this one.
It's funny you say Blue Barrage without realizing it. You and I both picked essentially the Blue Barrage as our players to watch.
No doubt. Number two, Tyler, we got to jump out early. We got to jump out early. And you said the stats. You read those again. Read the early game stats for me again.
The early game stats, I'll just start as simply as that. When the Sulphur Springs Wildcats score first in the Coach Faircloth era, they are 15-1. When the other team scores first, they're 7-9. So it's 15-1 to 7-9.
The stats say jumping out early is very important. I'm going to go a different route. I think when you play against a team that runs the ball well,
100%.
Yes, that's great. But once you get behind, you get 2 scores, you get 3 scores behind, that clock becomes a real problem. And so a team that's not comfortable throwing the ball, that doesn't throw the ball a ton, I just think if you get behind that 8 ball of being down multiple possessions, it just makes it tough. It makes it tough. So I think Sulphur Springs can put them in a bad situation.
Again, you're looking at the difference in 264 rushing yards per game to 105. So like you said, if you can get out early to a lead, if you can make it 2 scores, 3 scores, yes, it's going to completely change the way they call their offense. And, I agree with you. Jump out early, play from ahead.
I mean, they kind of run a spread out version of Army's offense. And if you followed Army this year, they obviously run the ball exceptionally well. They chew up the clock. They dominate that. But once they play a team that gets them away from that and kind of controls the ball and puts up a lot of points, it's just going to put them in a bad position. So I'm hoping the Wildcats can do that. And Tyler, no surprise. And this one is by far the most important, especially in a one-or-done week. But we've got to go 1-0.
Yep.
There's no do-overs.
Right.
You can't lose, or there is no next week.
You saved the no breakfast ball or the no mulligans for last week, but
this is the entire game.
It is.
The one game changes the season at this point, and so going 1-0 is legitimately the only thing that matters from here on out. There is going to be a team on Monday morning, whether it's Sulphur Springs or Dallas Carter, that turns in their pads. There's going to be a team Monday morning that some of these guys never suit out again for a football game, and so you've just got all these outside factors that make this such a special and unique deal. Texas high school football is like no other because once your football career is over, there is no slow pitch softball games or pickup basketball games. This is the last organized football game. A lot of these people on the field, on one side or the other, that they're going to play tonight.
Which is unfortunate because there are a ton of talented players on both of these teams.
It's why it's so special, and it's why I'm getting all worked up here. As Corey loves to hear me say, my chili's getting hot because this is a big deal. It's a big deal for both sides. It's an incredible opportunity for Sulphur Springs. 0-2 in their last 2 contests against Dallas Carter, one of the more storied programs in Texas high school football history.
Literally.
I love that we have the opportunity. 3rd time's a charm, I'm hoping. I'm pretty excited, Tyler. Pretty excited.
Ryan, we've talked a ton about the Sulphur Springs Wildcats tonight, and I know we have a ton of viewers from Dallas Carter, so we want to make sure that we talk about them as well. A ton of talented players on that team.
Do you think the comments are going to be busy tonight?
If
there's going to be a lot of action?
If history's any indicator, they probably will.
I remember in the first 2 meetings that there was a lot of back and forth banter.
I do love that about Dallas Carter. They keep things interesting. But before we do any of that, we want to make sure that y'all get to hear from the people who make all of this possible, and then we will be back for the remainder of the Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge pregame show.
Whether you're looking for a heavy-duty truck for the ranch, a sports car to fulfill your dreams, or even a minivan to get the kids to football practice, Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge has just what you need. As a part of this community, we're dedicated to serving our hometown with the best selection and exceptional service. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to ensure you drive away happy and confident. Come on by today and see why Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge is the trusted choice for your next vehicle. Welcome to Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge, where we make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable. Explore our extensive inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles tailored to fit every lifestyle and budget. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, from selecting the perfect car to securing financing. Come visit us today or browse our online showroom at ssdodge.com. Your next journey starts with the perfect car. Find it here at Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us here on Front Porch News and Txhsfb Media. We say this every single week. You could be listening to us right now on your way to the game, but I very, very, very much hope, especially being 30 minutes down the road, that we have a packed crowd here tonight, Ryan.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it probably was a not home and home flip, but closer to us, closer to them flip that we obviously won because 30 minutes down the interstate is a pretty easy trip for Sulphur Springs, and so I think that we are going to have a good crowd tonight. But to our listeners at home and our listeners at Dallas Carter, thank you for joining us.
Speaking of the listeners from Dallas Carter, Ryan, I think I've told you this story before. Producer Corey will know what I'm talking about here. But again, we always mention how much we enjoy the crowd from Dallas Carter, that they always tune into these games. They're very active in the chat. But this was, I think, it must have been right after our first meeting with Dallas Carter. Corey and I were the basketball team and made it to the regional tournament. And we didn't get to broadcast that game, obviously, being at the regional tournament. But we had a couple of fans from Dallas Carter stop us and ask us. They were like, "Hey, you're Tyler and Corey, right?" And they took pictures with us and stuff. So that was really cool.
It's very cool.
We like the crowd from Dallas Carter a lot. We told you that we were going to talk about some of their players to watch. We're not going to focus just on our Sulphur Springs Wildcats, but there are a number of very talented players on this Dallas Carter Cowboy team. I'm going to start the bidding, if you will, with number 3, Demarion Boozer, just a junior running back. Has almost 1,100 rushing yards this season. And Ryan, on a sample size as big as 133 carries, he's averaging 8.2 yards per carry.
That's you and I talk about efficiency a lot, and that's about as efficient as you're going to see. There's no doubt.
Yeah, 8.2 yards per carry on over 100 carries. That's incredible. I think obviously going to be the catalyst of this offense tonight for them.
Tyler, I'm going to start out with Camden Patterson, and that's a guy that last year you had standout Caden Landry go down early in injury.
Yeah.
Two years ago, Caden Landry, for what I remember, absolutely torched Sulphur Springs.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes down with an injury last year early, and I don't have Patterson's stats in front of me, but I remember a lot of long runs early and often against the Wildcats.
Give me a second, I will find those for you.
Yeah, but if you just look at the season box scores, season individual stats, Camden Patterson, I think, is second in passing, second in rushing, and first in receiving. So he's truly a gadget guy, if you will, kind of Mr. Do-It-All.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, he's going to be number 2. He is a senior, and did you tell me he had some offers?
Yeah, Abilene Christian, Prairie View A&M, Lamar. I think a lot of that
nice.
Southland Conference kind of area. Yeah, so obviously a great talent in Camden Patterson.
Prairie View A&M, that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Okay, so Patterson last year, he was their leading passer in that one against the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. He went 6 for 6 with 72 yards, a QB rating of 135.4. And then Ryan, rushing.
I remember. I'm telling you, I don't know what the number is. I think it's 2 something.
I had forgotten about this. You reminded me. Camden Patterson last year against the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, he ran the ball 20 times for 202 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I remember that the Landry kid did go down with an injury, and Patterson stepped up.
Which Boozer, who we already mentioned in that one, he had 16 carries for 102 yards, and he had a touchdown as well.
Wow.
And then Patterson, one catch for 10 yards. But, yeah, that's over – I mean, once you include the passing round, that's almost 300 yards of offense from one player. That's incredible. Speaking of, we've only mentioned the run game so far. We will mention the passing game. Their quarterback, number 5, Christopher Miller. He is a senior. 873 passing yards per game. I apologize for all the. We're in a press box with a lot of people,
a lot of coaches.
with a metal floor, and every time anyone moves, which is apparently happening a ton, hopefully y'all aren't hearing every tiny bit of that. But, yeah, he has a total of 15 touchdowns this year if you mix passing and throwing.
Passing and throwing, passing and rushing.
Yes, and 15 to 7 interceptions, completes 55% of his passes. So, again, I think this is going to be a very run-heavy team, obviously, but want to make sure that we mention their quarterback as well, and he will be number 5, Christopher Miller. Brian, plenty that we haven't got into yet that we do get to every single week. One, we will start with the Dave Campbell spread. Obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, Dave Campbell, Texas football, they're kind of the authority, if you will, on Texas high school football. They make their predictions for every single game. And what somehow feels like a rarity, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats were favored in this one, Ryan. They were a 6-point favorite, I believe.
Okay, yeah. And that kind of, I mean, I know we're joking, but it kind of did feel like maybe a little underappreciation for the Wildcats this year after going 8-2 in what I would assume is the best district in all of Texas. So definitely good to see us favored tonight.
Yes. We haven't given our official predictions yet, but we always say how we feel about that or how you would go against it. How do you feel, or how would you go?
So Sulphur Springs by 7?
Yes. Or I think it was 6.
6, okay.
Yes.
Sulphur Springs by 6. I mean, do you want me to give my official prediction, or do you want me to save it?
But that is your call. Let's go ahead and do it.
I think that Sulphur Springs is going to win this one. I feel incredibly confident that Sulphur Springs is going to win this one for a plethora of reasons. I think that this team's ready, and I think that if you look at our schedule, there's gonna be benefit in the tough schedule that we played. Yes, last week did not go our way, but just getting that great competition, seeing how that was going to be, I feel like that was a great appetizer going into the games that matter, the games that you have to go 1-0 each week. And so I truly think that this Sulphur Springs team is ready. And so yes, I feel very confident in saying that Sulphur Springs is going to win tonight. And for a final score prediction, I will go 31-21 Wildcats.
I do want to ask what your opinion is on that specifically. Obviously, the Wildcats have been rolling. They were, 8-1 going into that game. You get a chance to play against a good Panther Creek team, but a win would have secured the number 2 seed for you. A loss obviously has you here where they are now. You can look at it one of two ways. Maybe because you hadn't faced a ton of adversity, maybe because you had only taken one loss all year, which was to the number 1 team in the state, the team that Dave Campbell's, almost every one of their experts picked to win state. Do you look at it as maybe that was, I don't know that a loss that you needed, but how do you feel about that?
You can spin that in a lot of positive ways. Obviously, you want to win every game you play, and 9-1 with the second seed would have been fantastic. But I will say, I ran into a good group of the players after the game, a couple hours after the fact, and it seemed that spirits were very high. My advice to them was, let's be mad about it for the rest of the night. Be disappointed that you lost for the rest of the night. But when you wake up on Saturday morning, it's all about Dallas Carter, and none of that matters. And we talk about 8-2, we talk about playing in the toughest district, all that. None of that matters at this point. It is Dallas Carter, one of the most storied programs in the state of Texas, a team that has beaten us in 2 consecutive meetings in 2 consecutive years. It's all about us 2 tonight, and the winner of that is going to move on. And so that's what matters.
I think we need to point out real quick, you can see on your screen now, Ryan, the black jerseys are back.
They
I believe
are
the
back.
3rd time that we've seen the Sulphur Springs Wildcats in their black jerseys.
I would say
are they
unique.
2-0 in those? I know they won the first one, which was against Bullard. I don't remember if the second time they wore them was
we didn't wear them
night.
last week.
Okay, so it was senior night against Community.
We didn't wear them against Salina.
Yeah, so you're 2-0 in the black jerseys.
Yeah. I would say unique choice, alternate jersey in a playoff game.
Yeah,
I would say that's not orthodox.
For a playoff game, I was kind of expecting the standard, home jerseys, but I love the way the black jerseys look. I'm excited for it. But, yeah, my only takeaway from last week, and I believe we had said this on air, but you've had such a great season. You've shown so much improvement. You've shown so much progress. I just hope that you don't let that, ending the regular season, rather, on a loss. Hopefully you don't let that ruin the momentum that you've built up.
Oh, and it should. And it shouldn't.
Absolutely.
We're exactly where, I guess short of a district championship, we are exactly where we aspired to be in August. This is the opportunity we wanted. I sent some messages out to some players today, and my advice was enjoy the opportunity. Don't forget to have fun and just be yourself. Yes, there's going to be some pregame jitters. They feel it right now. I remember that feeling for sure. But get that out as quickly as possible because you're not going to win the game in the first 5 minutes, but you can lose the game in the first 5 minutes. And so let's start quickly. Let's get out those pregame jitters and let's have a fun one.
Ryan, for the 11th time this season, here come your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. While we do still have a couple of minutes here, I wanted to ask you, we've given all these keys to victory for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Let's kind of flip that script for a second. What are the keys to victory, if for any of our Cowboy fans out there watching, what are the keys to victory for them? I assume you're going to go kind of in a similar route, start early, but more than anything, I mean, for them, you're trying to win the time of possession battle.
Yeah, I think control the ball first and foremost is going to be the way that Dallas Carter wins this one. I think winning the turnover battle, put Sulphur Springs in a position where they turn the ball over. You hear me talk a lot about making a play on special teams in playoff games where everything is so magnified, mistakes are so magnified because it is one or done. Turnovers, special teams, X plays, you name it. That's going to be how Dallas Carter wins this one.
Carter coming out, just 4:20 on the clock here before we get started. I don't know, the Wildcats didn't go with their helmet like they usually do, and it looks like Carter has taken theirs down as well, so I don't know.
Well, I usually give my grade.
I know, we don't get to give
I'm
it.
going zeros for both. Got to go zeros for both. We didn't even have them.
That's all you can do, I guess, really. If you were a Dallas Carter Cowboy fan, how would you feel about it being Dallas Carter +6?
I would feel very disrespected. Of course I would. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
We've done this dance twice, and I know it's a new year, new team, but we've played Sulphur Springs. We've played them on a neutral field. We've done the same thing where we run the ball and have a lot of success doing so. And so I think being 6-point underdogs would be very disrespectful.
I think if nothing else, again, like you said, this is our third time seeing this exact game. Both of the first two games were incredible games all the way through. I think, if nothing else, my bold prediction is it's going to be a really good game from start to finish.
Oh, I don't think that's very bold. I think that is what's going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun, Tyler.
Did you give a final score prediction?
31-21.
31-21.
Yep,
I like
31-21 Wildcats.
And
maybe less. I would err if I had to say 31-21. So Sulphur Springs by 10. If I had to err on more or less, I would say less.
I'm going to go in a very similar route. Again, the Sulphur Springs Wildcats have there's been 22 instances in which they scored 24 or more points, and in those they are 20-2. So I think they do it again. I think tonight we see a Sulphur Springs Wildcat win, and I will give a prediction of 35-28.
Okay, I like it.
I think we are almost ready for the national anthem and all that stuff. As soon as that happens, if Ryan and I will step out of the way, but then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night. Anything we haven't gotten to that?
Yeah, I was gonna throw in one more tidbit. 2 years ago, the first time we played Dallas Carter in this new Wildcat era, Caden Mitchell was kind of thrown into the fire.
Yes.
We lost starting quarterback Brady Drivers. Caden Mitchell was the starter that night. Did really well. Put us in a position to win that one. Last year, Brady Drivers QB1, and now third time's a charm. Caden Mitchell is back at the helm, starting quarterback, and so I know for him this is a special one. It would mean a lot to him. It would mean a lot to this program, a lot to this town to get that first playoff win in a long time for Sulphur Springs.
Ryan, we're seeing some score predictions in the chat. Got a 28-21. But yeah, I mean, this is not only a chance for quote-unquote revenge for all the Wildcats, but like you mentioned, Caden Mitchell in specific, as just a sophomore, he did get thrown into the fire in that one, and now a chance to redeem himself. Ryan, it's time for the moment of silence and national anthem. We're going to step out of the way, then y'all are stuck with us for the rest of the night.
Spencer Emmert from the Sulphur Springs High School Band. Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for spending your Friday night with us here on Front Porch News and Chad's Media. We have not seen the coin toss in the captains. Again, we apologize for all the noise coming from the other side of the press box.
I heard elephants in there.
Again, one more time, I want to say thank you for hanging out with us during the Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge. Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge is where they make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable. Explore their extensive inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles tailored to fit any lifestyle and budget. Their dedicated team is there to guide you through every step, from selecting the perfect car to securing financing. Go give them a visit or browse their online showroom at ssdodge.com. Your next journey starts with the perfect car. Find it at Nottingham Sulphur Springs Dodge. Ryan.
Carter's, they've got a great look, great color scheme.
Yes, absolutely.
I love the baby blue and the red.
I was going to say the powder blue, the baby blue.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, one of the better looks for sure.
Producer Corey said elite.
Elite. I like the helmets. I wish. Remember, if you followed our game at Greenville early in the season, Tyler, Corey, and I are we're like a mile in the sky.
Right.
Like, this is the tallest press box I've ever been in. So I can't see Skyline's helmet that great.
We're almost just going off our monitors here rather than the actual game.
So pretty much if it's on the Carter sideline, we can't see it. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not wrong. We're going off the monitors.
Tyler, what are you doing in this situation? You win the toss. What are you doing?
I know
You're Sulphur Springs.
I know I talk a ton about scoring first and the numbers behind that, but I love this defense, and I kind of want to give them an opportunity to go get a stop first.
I like it, but here's why I don't like it. If we start on defense, Dallas Carter puts together a great opening drive.
Takes a lot of time.
They take off 6 or 7 minutes, and in that in points, I feel like that is a – so Dallas Carter's going to defer.
They are.
Kick us the ball.
So whether we want it or not, we will be taking the ball first. All right.
And I think that – I really think that that's probably for how I think we'll win tonight. I think that might be best. Again, we spent a lot of time talking about the defense, and they've got to set the tone. But if Sulphur Springs offense comes out and lights it up, I think that that's going to be in Sulphur Springs' favor. If this gets into some really high-scoring affair, I think that plays better into the Wildcats' strength.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ryan, I'm excited.
I'm excited. I mean, it's the biggest game of the year.
It is. That's
I mean,
not hyperbolic. It's just straight up is.
You can tell both sides. I mean, everybody's loose, everybody's jumping around, everybody's having a good time. Looks like we've got a decent crowd here tonight.
Yeah, and I think
we got Deuce and Jackson back deep. Wyatt and Skylar kind of the up-backs. I love the opening kickoff because, again, high school football, I have no idea what the opposing kicker is going to do. Now, where he's set up, he's about to kick it through the end zone. That's what that tells me.
Let's find out.
We're going to get a return.
Yep, Jackson filling that one around the 7. Makes the first man miss. Getting to the sideline. Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare still going up past the 50. Jackson Hare. Right, all the way up to the 40. And we already have our first East Texas Physical Therapy replay of the night.
Well, and Jackson Hare, Mr. Make the First Man Miss. You're going to see it right here. You get a little bit of hands on him.
Yep.
But you can't go up high on Jackson Hare. You've got to go low, and you cannot miss, or Jackson Hare is going to make you pay.
For our friends from Dallas Carter watching for the first time, as you can see, we've added things.
Yeah. You're going to see great replay tonight. You're going to see a little bit of marker action.
Ryan Humphries finally getting to live his dream of the telestrator. Ryan, the ball's on the ground, but picked up very quickly. Tossed out to Jackson Hare. But I thought they'd blown it dead, but we're still going. Jackson Hare.
Yeah, great job there by Caden Mitchell to just keep his composure. He got the first play out of the way. Caden Mitchell is good to go. Coach, that's on me. But great job keeping your composure and delivering a good ball out there.
Yeah, just like that, we've already got just a 2nd and 3 inside the 35.
You saw it there too, though. The first guy came in low, the second guy came in low, and that's just you've got to if you're going to come at that angle with Jackson Hare, you cannot miss.
So now the ball at the 34, 2nd and 3. And the ball on the ground again. Caden just sliding on it. Now that's going to make 3rd and very long, but good job just to get on the ball there.
Mitchell dropped back at the 45-yard line for a loss of several. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, giving you an update on our scoreboard here. As you can see, trying to get that adjusted. It is based off the scoreboard here in the stadium. So producer Corey doing everything he can to get that fixed for you. But until we can, I will update you on the down and distance and the time and all that. It is currently at 3rd and 13 with 10.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Jackson Hare in motion. Caden scrambling. He gets it to Wyatt Watson. And Ryan, Wyatt Watson's got the first down. What a play.
Tyler, you told me a stat earlier in the week that Wyatt Watson was our leading yards per catch player on the team. And you asked me what I thought about that, and I wasn't surprised in the slightest, because it seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a first down.
Yes, I believe it was 17 yards per catch, and I mean, it feels like every catch is right
17
at
yards?
17 yards.
And
that one literally,
no,
I think, was 17
No more,
yards.
no less. 17 yards on the nose.
It was 3rd and 14 or 3rd and 15, and he got it by 2 or 3 yards, so staying right on par.
Yeah, great throw and catch there by Caden and Wyatt.
I thought a little movement there, but there aren't any flags on the field. So.
We definitely thought that was a free one,
Pass intended for
but no flag.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 here. From the 31, 9:53 left here in the quarter. Seeing Deuce back out there.
2nd down, 10.
Looks like Skyler, Wyatt, and Jackson all on the far side with Chris Adams.
I am going to put the call in tonight for a Deuce
touchdown? Passing touchdown?
pass.
I
won't go touchdown.
I will. I'll take it a step further. Caden having to pick it up again, but now he's running. Caden Mitchell's got the first down. Still going. Inside the 5. Huge run for Caden Mitchell, and just like that, we are inside the Bell Concrete red zone.
Tyler, I'm not sure what's going on with the handling of the snap, but right there, you hear me talk about this in punt returns, kick returns. Sometimes when that ball gets on the ground, everyone just loses their mind on defense. They forget their assignment.
Suddenly, everyone just loses their mind.
They go straight to the ball, and that suddenly opens up a big lane for Caden Mitchell. Not a guy that runs much, but when he does take off running, it's usually for a positive gain.
Just like that, we've got a 1st and goal from the 2. It is the Deuce package. We'll see if he hands it off or keeps it himself. He's keeping it himself. Deuce Timmons. Touchdown. Wildcats score first. Previously 15-1 when scoring first.
And I think that was the danger in giving Sulphur Springs the ball first. You just, and I say this without watching every single Dallas Carter football game this year, but just looking at their numbers, looking at how they succeed, getting out behind early is not going to be the recipe for success for a running football team. It's just not.
Agreed. That was the 14th touchdown of the year for the sophomore Deuce Timmons.
Good snap, good hold. Good kick.
And with 9:06 left in the first, Wildcats lead 7-0.
Welcome to Revamped Aesthetics, your locally owned med spa dedicated to helping you achieve your unique beauty goals. From neuromodulators, dermal fillers, a variety of facials, and lash and brow services, we offer a range of treatments tailored just for you. And the best part, all consultations are absolutely free. Get expert advice on the best services for your aesthetic desires. Visit us in Emory or Sulphur Springs, or call us today at 903-474-4649 and let us enhance the beauty you were born with.
Didn't take quite 3 minutes, but the Wildcats get on the board first. 9:06 left here in the first quarter. Again, our scoreboard that you see here on your screen, that is based on the scoreboard here in the stadium. We have to be able to pick it up, and unfortunately having troubles with that right now, so I will continue to update you on the time.
Tyler, looks like Sulphur Springs is going to pooch kick this one. Oh, that's real short.
It is. Fielded at the 34, just going to fair catch and start there. Before they do, I want to tell you about, we've already been inside the Bell Concrete red zone one time. And let me tell you about them. At Bell Concrete, they treat their clients like family. For over 70 years, they've delivered the finest ready-mix concrete, sand, and aggregate. Their friendly staff ensures your project is completed with care and a smile. With locations in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and Anna, they're here for you. Call them today at 903-885-3126. Also, Jackson Dental is proud to introduce Dr. Jenner Jackson, a hometown Wildcat turned dentist, dedicated to continuing the legacy of excellence started by his father, Dr. Phil Jackson, over 35 years ago. At Jackson Dental, they offer a range of services from routine checkups to advanced treatment, all delivered with a commitment to your comfort and well-being. You see a run here on first down, met immediately by the Blue Barrage. Very quickly, I want to remind you that the friendly team at Jackson Dental is there to ensure you have a positive dental experience. So schedule your appointment today and discover the exceptional care with Dr. Jenner Jackson at Jackson Dental.
Tyler, it did look like to me that Camden Patterson, and I think he still is, he's still lined up at quarterback.
Yes, he
to start this one.
I meant to add, he does have passing stats on the season, of course. It's a pass on second down, and it's a big gain. It's going to make third and very short, I believe. Oh, no, Ron, I think they're marking him out much shorter than I thought. They're marking him out at the 40, so it's going to be a gain of 6 maybe for going to be 3rd and 4, it looks like. Well, now I'm very – okay, flag on the play. My fault. I didn't see a flag on the field, but can you – do you have a better idea of what happened there than I do, Ryan?
Yeah. Looks to be like it's holding.
Okay. Yeah, that backed them up a ton.
Again, we're going to have to adjust our eyes. We are way up here.
Well, and the scoreboard here at the stadium still says 3rd and 4, so I can't go off that either. But it did move it back to the 22.
Yeah, so 2nd and 22.
Yeah. Quick pass. It is complete. Getting to the 30, so it's going to end up being 3rd and still very long, Ryan. 3rd and 15.
So that's Camden Patterson to Boozer.
3rd and 14.
And I keep saying the names because it does seem like everyone kind of plays everywhere for Dallas Carter, and so I'm trying to keep track in my head, where are these guys going to be playing tonight?
Yeah, their leading passer on the season was number 5, Christopher Miller.
Yes, so far Camden Patterson has taken every snap.
It's a quick pass. It is complete. C.T. Galloway getting them out of bounds at around the 39.
Man, 4th and 4, their own side of the field. I think you probably got a punt, Tyler.
Yeah, and it seems that that's what they're going to do. They're bringing the punt team out here. Granted, of course, always have to be mindful or watch out for a fake punt.
Yeah, definitely a situation to kind of be on full red alert. No gunners for Dallas Carter, which is unique.
7:52 here in the first quarter still.
Oh, and not a great punt. That is one you want to get out of the way of.
Yep, watch out. That one's going to roll to about the 39, so the Wildcats will take over from there. Before they do, I want to tell you about the dedicated team at Amadeus Healthcare, where they offered skilled nursing and therapy services to ensure the well-being of their patients. Visit them at AmadisHC.com to learn more about how they can support you and your loved ones. Amadeus Healthcare, first-class care in the comfort of your own home. Also, at the Gypsy Willow, every order is a masterpiece. From start to finish, they offer personalized attention, keeping you informed every step of the way. Whether you bring in your own design or work with their in-house graphic designers, they make it seamless. Now's the perfect time to go ahead and get your Christmas orders in and corporate orders for holidays. To give on first down to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare making his way all the way to the outside, and he's up at around the 50.
Tyler, maybe Jackson Hare just has a lot of good vibes at this stadium, because if I remember correctly, kind of looked this way when we played Greenville earlier in the season.
Yeah, he had a great game.
1 miss, 2 miss, 3rd miss. Get all that out of the way to show you the 4th miss, but it just seems like tonight he's running with a lot of authority.
Yes, 100%. We're seeing a lot of the early season Jackson Hare where he was having 9 yards per carry. Passing on 2nd and 1, it is complete to Skylar Lewis up to the 41.
Tyler, I love the 5-yard open access, just freebie. Can't go broke making a profit.
Especially on 2nd and 1, like you said, he had a lot of space there.
Getting a lot of guys involved early.
Yeah.
Jackson's gotten a touch. Wyatt's gotten a touch. Skylar's gotten a touch.
Deuce already got a touchdown.
Caden Mitchell's running. Deuce scores a touchdown.
So 1st and 10, 7:07 left in the first quarter. Back to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare continuing his impressive start.
Yeah, good to see Aiden McCarroll out leading the troops right there up the left side.
Yeah, Aiden McCarroll. I mean, this entire offensive line, but Aiden McCarroll's been great this year.
Oh, yeah. And just, again, it's one of those situations where if you're not talking about the offensive line much, that means that they're doing a really good job. And I feel like that's kind of been the way of the Great Wall of Wildcat this year.
2nd and 4 from the 36, 6:30 left in the quarter. Going right back to Jackson Hare, and he is met immediately this time. Actually, a loss of a couple, it looks like. Is that the first loss of the night?
Other than the fumble, yeah.
This is going to be 3rd and 6 now from the 38.
I guess which fumble? That first drive we
think
were having some technical difficulties.
I think it happened 3 times. But
so Tyler, 3rd and about 6.
Yes.
I think that this is up 7-0 on this spot on the field. Unless we fumble the snap, I think that this is a 4-down territory situation.
I would think so as well. Right at the midway point here in the first quarter.
And roll out to the right.
The pass to Skylar Lewis, and he's got it. Still going up inside. I don't know, marking him out at the 23, it looks like, but another huge gain for Skylar Lewis.
Yeah, great concentration there by Skylar Lewis because there wasn't a whole lot of space to fit that ball through. Motion into the wide side of the field, and I mean that's fingertips.
Caden Mitchell, great pass there.
And great way to put it in a safe spot. If you throw that low or throw that inside, that's probably a pick 6 for Dallas Carter. And so he knew that he had to miss on the outside of things. Puts it where Skylar Lewis, only he can catch it. And 1st down Wildcats.
1st and 10 from the 22. Deuce Timmons, the quarterback here. Keep it in himself. Deuce Timmons. Right. 22 yards out. Deuce Timmons gets to just walk in there. 2nd touchdown of the night, 15th on the season. And I'll go ahead and make a bold claim. You're looking at the newcomer of the year right there.
Yeah, Tyler, right there, that's just your normal read option. He's watching that defensive end. If the defensive end crashes with the running back, he's going to take it. We're looking at this guy right there. Off to the races. That's just too much space. And look at our blocking. You've got body on body, block equals rock, and that's a big one for the Wildcats.
22 yards out.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
And with 5:31 left in the first, Wildcats lead 14-0.
Homes of Sulphur Springs, we're redefining the way homes are built. Discover your dream home with us. From modern floor plans to customizable design features tailored to your needs. We're here to answer all of your questions and guide you every step of the way. Visit us today for a wide range of manufactured and modular home options. Your perfect home is waiting at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. Building dreams and opening doors to a better life, one home at a time.
Need a smooth ride? At Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs, we provide top-notch service for all your tire needs. From high-quality tires like Michelin and custom wheels to expert brake service and precise alignments, we handle it all with efficiency. Our skilled team also manages suspension repairs and installs lift and leveling kits swiftly and with a smile. Experience quick, friendly service at Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs. So come see us for service you can count on.
5:31 still to go here in the first quarter, and it's been all Deuce Timmons so far, 2 touchdowns, give the Wildcats a 14-0 lead. That one fielded at the 5. And the Wildcats not letting them get far. It's going to be stopped at around the 17, it looks like. Real quick, are you having problems finding comfort in your own space? If so, let A&S Air Conditioning find a perfect solution for your heating and cooling needs. A&S has been providing affordable heating and AC repair in Hopkins, Franklin, and surrounding counties for over 33 years. They specialize in the repair and maintenance of all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment in both residential and commercial settings. Now is also the perfect time to give them a call to ask about their spring and fall maintenance packages at phone numbers 903-885-8072. Let A&S Air Conditioning turn your hot, humid space into a cool and comfortable environment.
Tyler started that last drive around the 34, 35-yard line. This one going to be on the 17. That's why when we do kick it deep and we have so many big-time contributors on that kickoff team, I just think you can put teams in a bad situation field position-wise.
Give on first down, and it's
Now
a solid gain.
That helps.
And I believe he's still got Patterson at the quarterback position, it looks like, Ryan.
Yeah, you definitely do. And that's something to monitor.
I believe that was a run by Boozer there.
Yeah, so no sign of, yeah.
2nd and 2 now. 4:55 left in the first. Keeping himself this time. Now there is a flag on the far side of the field. Let's see what the flag is. Creed Wisenhunt on the tackle line. Looks like it was on Sulphur Springs. It may have been offsides. I'm not sure. Still discussing. Okay. So it will be offsides. They do accept, so it'll be a new set of downs at about the 32. Oh, now we got the time here. Okay. 4:47 left in the first quarter, as you see. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, that was kind of a little bit of a deception. Everybody looks over to the sidelines and get you a quick snap in and hopefully a free 3 or 4.
A little extracurricular, which I think we expected some of that just based on, again, this is your 3rd time playing this team.
They're definitely familiar with each other. There's no doubt.
Second and 7 is what we got here on the scoreboard. Ron, really patient run there.
Yeah, and I remember that last year. He just kind of a lot of direct snaps, a lot of QB draws, a lot of power where he would just, you know, obviously he's an athletic kid, fast kid, but he does a great job of waiting, letting those blocks develop, and then when it's time to take off, he does a really good job at that.
He gets it to very manageable 3rd and 2, it looks like. And Ryan, I've noticed there's not a play clock here in the stadium. There hasn't been at any point tonight.
Interesting. So it's going to be the referee behind the quarterback is going to have that.
Got questions on that here in a second, but 3rd and 2. Keep it himself. The ball's on the ground, and he does a great job of recovering it for a first down. Great job by Patterson there. So I am very curious, in a situation like that, is he saying that aloud so the quarterback can hear? Or?
Yeah, so a lot of times when here, we'll watch this, just straight up fumbles.
Great job to get on it, though.
Must be some Vaseline on the ball or something. We're fumbling the ball both
Quite
sides.
Literally left and right.
Yeah, but there when I played, a lot of times the ref would be like, "Hey, 15 seconds."
Gotcha.
And then 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Gotcha. Just crossed the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Got a man in motion, keeping himself again. Ooh.
Ball.
Run.
I think Sulphur Springs certainly got that one.
They sure seem to think they do. I'm watching on the monitor now.
And it looks like Dallas Carter.
Okay, Dallas Carter
it back.
Gets it at the 50.
That is incredible. Now, my first comment on this is that this is an exceptional juke move. Now,
I mean, yeah. I had to say ooh both times.
Grayson Hardy does a great job of staying with it, and he's kind of able to pick the quarterback's pocket. I cannot believe they got back on top of that, though. Can't believe it.
I know. Patterson's doing a great job.
You had 1, 2, 3 to 1 Wildcats.
Twice now Patterson's done a great job to recover it. He gives to Boozer on 2nd down. Blue Barrage meets him for a gain of just 1, it looks like. So it's going to be third and a couple here.
And Tyler, just with their play style, you're going to get a ton of short yardage third down situations. A 3-yard carry here, 3-yard carry there. Get it to, third and 3. You're going to see lots of those tonight.
So now it's 3rd and 2, 1:50 left here in the first quarter. At the 49. Ryan, he's going to be short, it looks like, based on the far.
Yeah, it looks like 4th and 2 to me.
Yeah, I don't know if
he's
he gained
well
any
short
there. Producer Corey pulling up the TJ Bolden. Is that who made the tackle there? Nice. Again,
now
we're so high up here. I love the
one-
view we have, but it's hard to.
This one's tough.
Not for me. I think you got to go for it.
I would say, judging on our first punt, again, I have no idea, but it was a shorter punt. And so it's like, hey, if we're going to punt this and they're going to get the ball on the 30 anyways.
Well, I haven't stopped the Wildcats yet.
Yeah, so, again, I don't think they want to get in a track meet. Like, I don't think they want to get in a scoring battle.
Oh, Boozer.
That is such a great move.
Huge run for Demarion Boozer. He's still going. And he's finally brought down, it looks like, at the 35. Huge run for Boozer there.
At first glance, Tyler, I really thought we were in a good position to make a play there. But Boozer, I believe that was his first carry. He definitely makes the most of it.
He did make the most of that one.
You said in the pregame he's averaging 8 yards a carry.
Yes.
8.2 something.
8.2 yards per carry. 800, or not 800, 108 yards per game. Over the 1,000-yard mark on the year. Just 34 seconds left in the quarter. Patterson throws that one away. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. With 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Ryan, you hear that Sulphur Springs band rocking. Finished 4th place at state. Corey and I got to go watch them at state this week, and congratulations to the kids and the band again for having a great year.
Yep, no doubt.
Patterson still going. He broke the tackle. Now getting around to the outside. Run. Finally brought outside. They're going to mark that one at about the 6, but a huge run there. Camden
Tyler,
Patterson.
definitely shades of 2023 there. That was an up the middle, let's get 3 or 4 yards and go down run. Feels like, hey, we've got him bottled up pretty nicely.
He said instead of 3 or 4, let me get 33 or 34.
Yeah, he's kind of squirts away and turns that into a big one.
1st and goal from the 6, 20 seconds left here in the first quarter.
You think they're going to run this one?
I do. Boozer picks up a few there, about cuts it in as well, and I think they're going to have time to think about it because there's just 7 seconds on the clock here in the quarter, and they won't get another snap off. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Wildcats leading 14-0.
East Texas Physical Therapy, we cater to your needs, from our geriatric clientele to the athlete returning to sport. As therapists, we rely on the latest research and strength and conditioning principles, from blood flow restriction and dry needling to safe progression of running using our anti-gravity treadmill. We perform sport-specific testing and use evaluative measures to determine safe return to your sport, whether it's practice or game time. East Texas Physical Therapy, treatment you need, care you deserve.
At D&B Loans, we simplify your loan process with the best rates and fastest turnarounds in the industry. Our experts are dedicated to finding the perfect loan for your needs. But that's not all. Our showroom also features top quality furniture and appliances with fantastic financing options and free local delivery. From stylish furniture and mattresses to TVs and more, we've got what you need to enhance your home. Visit us or give us a call today. Trust D&B Loans for both financial stability and beautiful home essentials.
Ready for the second quarter of action. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Before we do, some new friends that are joining us for the playoffs. I want to tell you about EMC Hauling. They are your locally owned and operated moving and hauling experts. At EMC, they understand the importance in taking care of your belongings. Whether it's a precious family heirloom or your everyday essentials, they handle everything with the utmost care and respect. They offer a wide range of services to meet all your needs, from residential and commercial moving, junk removal, packing, antique hauling, pickup and delivery. Whatever you need, they've got you covered. Their top-tier service, responsiveness, and quality work sets them apart. to give there on second down. And Ryan, they get in the end zone. So Dallas Carter answering back with a touchdown of their own. Very quickly, I do want to make sure you have the phone number for EMC. You can call EMC Hauling today at 903-335-5975 for a free quote and let EMC Hauling take care of you and your next move. EMC Hauling, moving you forward.
Tyler, big touchdown right there. Had to have it for Dallas Carter. You cannot stare. You cannot survive 21-0 that possibility. And so go down and get 7. Really good drive. Took a lot of time off the clock. And that's the Dallas Carter that I saw on tape. Tyler, we do have a kind of a wild snap.
Running back the other way now. The pass is good for 2 points, Ryan. So just like that, instead of 14-7, it's going to be 14-8.
D&B Loans, we simplify your loan process with the best rates and fastest turnarounds in the industry. Our experts are dedicated to finding the perfect loan for your needs. But that's not all. Our showroom also features top quality furniture and appliances with fantastic financing options and free local delivery. From stylish furniture and mattresses to TVs and more, we've got what you need to enhance your home. Visit us or give us a call today. Trust D&B Loans for both financial stability and beautiful home essentials.
The year was 1927. The first TV image was transmitted. Charles Lindbergh completed the first solo transatlantic flight. Babe Ruth set a single-season home run record. And Alliance Bank was formed, beginning a tradition of serving communities that remains today. We will be there for that new business, your new home, and we'll be there for you. Alliance Bank has been there for some of your most important decisions and will continue to be the bank you can trust. Alliance Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
11:52 left here in the first half, but the Cowboys of Dallas Carter are not only on the board, but they got a 2-point conversion as well, so it'll be 14-8.
Yeah, definitely not one that was planned. My goodness, there is just
Jackson Hare
something going
finally
on
able
with this
to pick
football
that one
tonight.
up. Doesn't go down on the first one, though, because he never does. He's still going. Jackson Hare is still going, Ryan. Down the sideline, up past the 50.
I think he's going to score, Tyler.
Ryan.
I think he's going to score.
Jackson Hare is going to score, but there's a flag on the play back at around the 25-yard line. Regardless of the flag, that's one of the most impressive returns I've ever seen. Wondering where that will bring the ball back to, but
so it's probably going to be, blocking the back, illegal blindside block, holding.
But it looks like they're placing it there at the 24.
So if the flag,
yeah,
the flag's at
blocking
the
the back.
24, so then it'll be
The 34.
marked off from there. Yeah.
Okay. While we wait to see where that one's marked, I want to tell you, go see our friends at Corner Grub House in their iconic spot on the square. It's the perfect place to spend a Friday night where you can experience their freshly made comfort dishes and Southern hospitality, all while watching the Sulphur Springs Wildcats on their big screen. So that one will start at the 34. 14-8. It's been a good night for the Wildcat offense. Check the paw print. Deuce Timmons, the running back here. And he gives it to him. Deuce Timmons. Good gain there of about 6 maybe. 6 or 7.
So, Tyler, I'll give you a score update here. We are 1 minute away from halftime in this one, but Frisco Panther Creek has a 28-7 lead over Dallas Pinkston. For our viewers that didn't join us before the game got started, we'll watch this play.
Another give to Deuce. Another good gain and another first down.
There were 2 playoff games last night in our district and in Dallas Carter's district. Aubrey was able to take down their district champion, Dallas Kimball, 35-33. And Salina, the district champion from our district, took down Wilmer Hudgens 75-0.
Wow, 75-0. First and 10 from the 21, passing this time out to Jackson Hare. Trying to make something happen. Not trying to. He's going to make something happen. What a play. That one down at around the 10 or 11. We're once again inside the Bell Concrete red zone. But first, let's look at this replay.
I think what's so just, I don't know, it's just maddening to watch from Jackson Hare. It's just the quick and subtle movements. I mean, he just does a really good job at making guys miss without doing too much. He's not losing yards. He's not getting north. He's not putting himself in a position that he's going to get his head knocked off by a defensive lineman.
Ryan, don't forget, on this drive, he already has a kick return touchdown.
Oh, yeah, he's probably exhausted right now.
Are we getting a timeout here, or are we replacing the ball? I think we're just okay. So they're saying 1st and 10 from the 11 or the 12.
They didn't have the change set up. They thought maybe it was 1st and goal, but
yes,
it does look like we can actually get a first inside of the 1.
So 10 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the half. 1st and 10 from the 11.
That right there.
Jackson Hare all the way up to the 1 or the 2, and you mentioned you could get a first down. I think he's got the first down.
Yeah, the odds were low on that one. Did you see that hole right there?
Yes.
The offensive line. I mean, that's just – I think Corey could have had 9 on that one.
1st and goal. They give to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare, so let me walk on in here. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Look, if he gets a 95-yard kickoff return touchdown taken off the board, I think you got to give the man a touchdown on the following drive.
True.
I feel like that's only right.
True. Ron, I hope you have a hat ready. Deuce Timmons might be in for a hat trick here tonight.
Oh, Jackson Hare scored there.
Yeah, but he's got 2 already. That's all I was saying. Yeah.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
There it is. Wildcats up 21-8.
Bell Concrete Inc. We build more than structures. We build relationships. Our team is dedicated to making your experience enjoyable and hassle-free. With priority service and a smile, your project is our priority. From driveways to service. Call us today at 903-885-3126 to experience Bell Concrete's commitment to excellence.
Welcome to EMC Hauling, your locally owned moving and hauling experts. Whether it's a family heirloom or everyday essentials, we treat your belongings with the utmost care. We offer a range of services: residential and commercial moving, junk removal, packing, antique hauling, delivery, and eviction cleanouts. Our commitment to quality and reliability sets us apart. With EMC Hauling, you can expect a seamless, stress-free experience every time. Call today for a free quote. Let EMC Hauling help move you forward.
$9:59 left here in the first half. 21-8, the Wildcats lead. That one fielded inside the 5. Going to try to get a return out of this one. And Ryan, Creed Wisenhunt. Big tackle there, bringing him down around the 20 before we see Dallas Carter again. I want to tell you that Sulphur Springs is where Brian White and Daniel Roper call home, a place where they've raised families, planted their roots, and proudly serve for all your legal needs. At Roper and White, they're Wildcats past, present, and future. They're more than just legal experts. They're partners in your journey to justice and success. The dedicated team, they offer personalized legal strategies tailored to fit your needs. From everyone over at Roper and White, go Wildcats. Also want to tell you about Josh Bowman. He is your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of his own, he understands the importance of protecting the ones who matter the most. He also understands that no 2 families need the same coverage, and that's why he will work with you to customize plans that fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, or life insurance, he's got you covered. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 to see how he can find a plan that fits you and your specific needs. Gain of just a couple there on first down. Ron, it's funny, Deuce and Jackson have kind of been going back and forth all year for the lead in touchdowns. Deuce, with a pair already tonight, had taken the lead up to 15 on the season, but Jackson Hare answered right back, so now they're both at 15 touchdowns on the season.
That is that's a tremendous problem to have.
30 combined touchdowns from a pair of running backs that will both be on this team again next year. And the blue barrage is blue barraging right now, Ryan.
Yeah, it looked like Truth Holmes amongst the 3 or 4 Wildcats that were in on that one. But this is kind of what we talk about when we say getting behind the sticks. And when you have a running team, I talked about you're going to see a lot of 3rd and 2s, 3rd and 3s tonight. But once they get into 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, I think that the meter kind of shifts our way, and that's a time where the probability is we're going to get off the field.
Yeah, I would think so as well. Like you mentioned, I mean, this is 3rd and 5 right here. 8:40 left in the half.
And I anticipate a run here as they throw it.
So I was going
but not very well.
I was going to point out to you that was Txhsfb Miller out there at the quarterback position now. So
okay.
It seems that they have switched. I don't know if it was for that whole drive or just for the one play, but now 4th and 5. Looks like Gio Ibarra and Deuce Timmons will be back to return here.
Not a great throw there.
No. And, we had mentioned all the things that Dallas Carter would kind of need to do to have a good chance in this one, and it's unfortunately for them kind of going the opposite way. Wildcats have a chance to go make it a 20-point game if they can score on this drive.
There's a much better
punt.
Yeah, much better punt.
And that one will be fielded at the 45. Real quick, we want to give a big shout-out to Bethany Ashby with Nations Lending. Mortgage loans are complex, filled with confusing terms and endless paperwork. That's where Bethany comes in. Whether you're buying a home, refinancing your rate, or renovating your home, Bethany will lead you to the best rate and terms possible, but also make sure to avoid costly mistakes. Working with Bethany and her team means peace of mind, so visit her online at easttexaslending.com and find the perfect mortgage solution for you.
Tyler, I said if we jumped out early, and I would say 21 points in the first quarter and a half is doing just that.
Mm-hmm.
It would put Dallas Carter in a position where they felt like they had to do some stuff that wasn't really their thing.
Ryan, huge run from Jackson Harris there up past
that doesn't hurt either,
the 40.
Though.
It does not.
Jackson Harris having quite the game.
In case anyone doesn't know or they didn't hear, I mentioned every single week the Humps keys to victory come into play immediately, and to no one's surprise.
So far, it's doing exactly what we needed to do.
To no one's surprise. Hey, if you don't mind during halftime, you think you could give me like a palm reading? Or?
Right. I'm going to let you know that it is not in LSU's cards the rest of the year.
Pass out of Skylar Lewis is complete.
Now, looks like it's going to be a free play, and that's going to result in a first down for Skylar Lewis. I was a little surprised they didn't just blow it dead. It seemed like it was almost the entire defensive line. Yeah. Great job by Caden Mitchell and great job by Skylar Lewis to get out there.
Seeing a lot from that connection, it looks like, here tonight. Obviously, you've got 3 touchdowns and they were all rushing, but Skylar Lewis having a nice start to the night.
Well, I bet we're going to see a Skylar Lewis touchdown tonight.
So I didn't get the chance. You had mentioned you're predicting a deuce pass tonight, and I was going to take it a step further and say a passing touchdown. So
now I will say they are straight up doubling Skylar Lewis at the moment.
They are, huh? Jackson Harris still going.
Which is probably why that's happening. And I'm sounding like I'm joking, but if I'm Coach Faircloth and I look out and I see that we are legitimately doubling number 6, Skylar Lewis, I'm running it all night because that opens up the box. You're not able to pack as many guys in there, and with the size of our offensive line, that is going to open up just a tremendous amount of space for Deuce and Jackson to get loose.
100%. Now that moves it all the way up to the 13, so 1st and 10 from there.
I mean, Tyler, look at this. We've got 3 guys in the vicinity of Skylar Lewis right now. Look at all that space.
Oh, and they're going to give it to him on the reverse. Skylar Lewis, a great job there to pick up a few even. That's a great eye on your part. They are.
It's just a lot of bodies. I mean, there's 11 guys on the field, and you're taking away 2 of them for 1 guy on Sulphur Springs.
Brian,
I'm
sorry.
No. Sorry. We got to play her down.
Hi, I'm Katie Adair, your local real estate expert, raised right here in Hopkins County and a proud mom to 2 boys. I'm deeply invested in our community. As a school board member and active participant in the Mother's Culture Club, I'm dedicated to making a positive impact. With my broker's license and a track record averaging over $10 million in sales per year, I'm committed to providing honest, hardworking service to all buyers and sellers. Let's find your dream home together. Give me a call today.
At the Way Bible Church, we believe that life change happens at every level. Join us Wednesday night for Next Gen Nights at 6:15 p.m. where our entire campus is dedicated to kids and teens from birth through 12th grade. Experience safe, age-appropriate environments where the Bible and God's love is taught in a creative and exciting way. We'll see you soon for Wednesdays at the Way Bible Church.
So after a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Deuce keeping himself, and he gets up to about the 6 or the 7 there.
Tyler, interestingly enough, we again, kind of near the end zone, we can get a first down.
You're right.
Second, you don't see that often.
You're right. It's 3rd and 3 or 4. Deuce Timmons, and
it's very close. Very close.
The far judge makes it look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, but the close one doesn't. He's kind of acting like it might not be.
Let's see where they. Okay, there you are saying first down, and Ryan Domus. He does it again.
Ask and you shall receive. Except the Sulphur Springs coaching staff is.
Wait, are they?
They seem to be a little disgruntled about something.
I guess it's still going to be short based on that. I can't tell, Ryan. Either way, it looks like we've got a timeout.
Why on earth are we marking the ball on?
Yeah, I can't tell.
Outside of the.
I can't tell. If
why are we marking it?
Okay, they are going to measure now. Yeah, you make a good point there.
But my question, that's not even where the ball ended.
Right.
We've brought it out way to the left.
I also don't fully understand
that. That's when one of my referee friends blows up my phone.
Oh, it's about to.
Tells me. They're marking it short.
So it's going to be 4th and inches or so.
That's index card worthy.
Yeah. Brian, go ahead and get your phone ready, 'cause I promise you're going to get a text about it.
Yeah, we definitely will. But if there's one thing I can promise you, Tyler, is that we're going to go for this.
Well, I was going to ask if it was
We've got to be one of the more aggressive teams. You told me last week that you were going to have 4th down number.
Hey, dude.
We'll blame it on the fact that Ban was at state. You guys were busy. But I think next week I need some 4th down numbers.
If next week, if I don't have to spend a day working from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m., I got you. 4th and inches.
I hope there's a next week. I feel like there's going to be, though. I feel good about it.
There's going to be a next week.
I feel good about it.
Deuce. Keeping himself.
Tyler, there's the hat trick.
Right. Go ahead, throw that hat on out of here.
I mean,
it's a hat trick for the sophomore Deuce Timmons.
I mean, a hat trick was always in the cards for Deuce Timmons because he's that talented. Now, a hat trick in the first.
Hat trick and a half?
Yeah, in less than a half.
Is he going?
That's pretty impressive.
He's on pace for 6.
That's big time.
If he gets 6, I wonder who's going to win the Way Bible Church Player of the Game.
That's pretty big time, Tyler. Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
And with 5:20 left in the half, your Wildcats lead by 20.
Triple Crown Roofing, your local roofing experts with a dedicated team and extensive experience. From repairs to complete roofing systems, we offer competitive prices and free consultations. Specializing in commercial and residential roofing, we provide the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing. Roofing done right.
Bill Owens at J. Hodge Chevrolet. We're voted the best dealership in sales, parts, and service and received the prestigious Mark of Excellence award from GM. That's saying a lot, but to receive those honors 8 years in a row, that's the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. We owe it all to the J. Hodge family, and that's the great team of employees we have, plus the great community that we have and all our good customers. We invite you out to J. Hodge Chevrolet, 478 Wildcat Way in Sulphur Springs to see the difference.
5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half. Wildcats leading 28-8. Booted that one. And just let it go into the end zone for a touchback before we see Dallas Carter again. I want to tell you that Aaron Nill is the principal agent and owner of Hanby Insurance. At Hanby Insurance, they keep you covered in all your adventures and all your life. Whether it's auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, or business owner packages. Protect what you love most. You can visit their website, hanbyinsurance.com, or give them a call at 972-285-0381 to get a quote today. Hanby Insurance, a trusted name in North Texas since 1940. And you just saw the commercial, but J. Hodge Chevrolet has the most awarded vehicles at the most awarded dealership. Their knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. They invite you to go visit them on Wildcat Way to see their dedicated team and see what makes them the most awarded dealership with the most awarded vehicles.
Tyler, looking at the very active chat right now, Jackson Hare is getting a lot of love.
Nice, rightfully so. Good run there on first down for a gain of 5.
So Tyler, that does look like Txhsfb Miller is back in the game.
Okay.
For Carter.
So
now that means that Patterson looks like he's at slot receiver. Again, we did say he's going to wear a lot of different hats tonight.
Yeah, when you get down by 20 in the first half, I mean, you kind of got
to change it up a little bit. There's no doubt.
Just a little bit. Not that time's an issue necessarily, but in this half, you've got 4.5 minutes in the half.
Not that time's an issue from a big picture type thing, but at some point, because of our style of offense for Dallas Carter, it's going to happen quicker rather than later.
And to be fair, there's absolutely no need to panic yet. You get the ball again to start the second half. You go get points on the board here.
Oh, that's a great point,
Go
Tyler. That makes this drive really big for the Cowboys. Really big.
I mean, you cut it to a one-score game if you scored on both of those.
Yeah, you need a 2-for-1 special right here.
Miller, give it a pass. He does. It is to Patterson. It's a gain of a few.
So Patterson has already recorded a rush, a completion, a catch.
Yeah, you're right.
He's kind of a do-it-all.
Yeah, and you had mentioned that a lot in the pregame show. The gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6. If Ryan Humphries makes a prediction, it's going to come true.
I felt like I had a small cold streak there for like a half or two, but I feel like we're getting our mojo back, Tyler.
903 people in the chat right now. Shout out. Right.
There he is.
Grayson Hardy. Grayson Hardy with the pick. And a man, there is a late flag.
That's well after the interception. And Tyler, you see Coach Hardy celebrating with Grayson Hardy. Is that a one-handed catch with a cast on?
It
what do we
is.
call? I mean that's maybe 1.5 hands, but nonetheless.
Ron, I know you're
the general.
I know you're a big baseball player, and I know you were a middle infielder even for certain points, right? Do you remember being taught, especially if it's like a flip on a double play, to use the back of your glove and use the hand like that?
Just like as a kind of a backboard.
That's pretty much what we see on an interception there from Grayson Hardy.
Grayson Hardy has truly been the general of the middle of the field this season. Through the air, on the ground.
You know, I keep mentioning that
it's a force.
I feel very strongly that Deuce Timmons almost has to be like newcomer of the year. Grayson Hardy is going to have a strong chance of not just being first team all district, but with the numbers he's putting up, I mean, he could be
possibly defensive player of the year.
I think
he's definitely a finalist.
Yes,
yeah,
I think
there's no doubt.
Have a very strong.
There is no doubt. Grayson Hardy has been a real pleasure to watch this season.
So it looks like they've spotted this at the 48.
Tyler, and what once, and by once I mean legitimately 1 minute ago, we were talking about how Carter could get out of this hole with points, followed by opening the second half with points, make this a one-score ball game. Instantly becomes a nightmare scenario for the Cowboys. And if Sulphur Springs goes and gets points here, then things are not looking good.
A deep pass from Caden Mitchell to Skylar Lewis. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
There's really nothing other to say on that one than that's one that Skylar 10 times out of 10 has made in his career. He's going to want that one back tomorrow, but I bet he gets another crack at it.
I might, for anyone that doesn't know, for as great of a predictor as Ryan Humphries is, I tend to have the opposite effect. If I say something, it goes negatively. While I didn't say anything, the tone I was using may have jinxed that. I don't know. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Caden to Chris Adams.
Let's see where they mark it. Think he's going to say that's out.
And Caden not going to get the flag he was looking for either, it doesn't look like.
We do. That is the second time where we've thought we've had a free play, and then we actually didn't have a free play. So a little bit of miscommunication there. Nice ball and nice way to go up and get it for Chris Adams, but great play by the defense there.
Someone in the comments said put some respect on the hand. Third and 10 from the 48. And Corey, we mentioned him a second ago, but during the halftime show, we'll get to see the state finalist. 4th place in the state, Sulphur Springs Wildcat band. Caden, avoids a sack there, gets rid of it. And he's got Wyatt Watson. Wyatt Watson's got the first down. Producer Corey, do you have a replay on that?
Is that 17 yards?
It's going to be close. Ryan, watch this. To avoid the first sack there.
Yeah, just a little spin move. Get back in position to make a play and find old reliable Wyatt Watson. First down.
That was nice.
I feel like that is a great just blanket statement for Wyatt Watson is old reliable.
Yep. Old reliable, Wyatt, first down Watson.
Wyatt, first down Watson. Kind of got Skyler in a B-back. Yeah, he's going to go across field.
Yep, going to give it to him.
I could kind of feel that might be coming.
Right, he's still going to the 15, to the 10. Skyler Lewis is still going.
Oh, get in there. That is a big-time play.
From 38 yards out. Now you've got Jackson and Skyler. You're 8-0 when they both score.
That got the people jumping in the booth next to us, Tyler.
It got us jumping.
But yeah, you could kind of see him.
Okay.
All right, that was
all right.
All right, I give it a 7.5.
Yeah,
we'll work on it.
It's a good.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
I've got Ryan Humphries getting there bright and early tomorrow morning.
We'll work on it.
38-yard touchdown, Skyler Lewis.
Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
We'll make it 35-8.
Hi, I'm Erin Neal, the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. I am passionate about serving the local community and the surrounding areas. My goal is to take the hassle out of buying insurance. I want to educate you on what you're buying and help you make an informed decision. Whether it's personal or commercial insurance, my team and I will be here every step of the way to make sure you are getting the satisfaction you need and the coverage you deserve. My promise to you is that we will never hard sell you insurance, use slick sales techniques, or pressure you into making a decision that you're not comfortable with. Call us today at 972-285-0381 to find the best coverage to fit your need. My commitment is to give you unparalleled service, and remember, Hamby helps.
35-8 here in the still a couple minutes left in the first half. And after this kick, I think we're going to take a second look at that Skyler Lewis touchdown. But first, we want to take a look at the kick, obviously. That one fielded at the 32 or the 33. So as per request, Ryan, let's look at this replay.
Yeah, so Tyler, I don't think that's
no,
it.
It is not. It's the one before.
This was a really good play, and that set up what was going to be a touchdown. But yes, Skyler Lewis, he certainly made up for the drop earlier in the drive with a huge run and catch. And for the Wildcats, who already have 35 points with just under 3 minutes left in this first half, is nothing short of impressive.
Yes, absolutely. 2:55 still to go here at the first half. Corey called for the ISO ball. He said, out of the way. I got this replay.
Well, where Corey does 99 great things, he's allowed a hiccup now and then.
Still.
The best producer in the state of Texas.
Still the best producer
Book
in the state of Texas. Again, y'all don't go anywhere. We've got a great halftime show brought to you by the good people at Chris's, which we'll tell you more about here in a second. We'll get to see the Sulphur Springs Wildcat Band. Ryan, what you got for me over
Tyler,
there?
speaking of halftime, we do have a halftime score of Frisco Panther Creek versus Dallas Pinkston, 28-7.
28-7. Wow, Miller keeping it himself there. Brought down after a pretty good game. It'll make third and manageable. 28-7.
And that's kind of just that's what I talked about when you get that big lead. It just puts Dallas Carter in position to do things that they don't want to do. And yes, ran a little bit there, but drop back pass, three-step drop, sending everybody downfield. That's not really what Dallas Carter is hoping to do.
3rd and 3, 2:15 left in the half. Ooh. What a catch, Ryan. It's a great catch for a first down there. First down, moves it up to the 43. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Dallas Carter Band will play first, or the Wildcat Band will play second. So. Deep pass. And it's caught. Huge pass, huge catch. Is that Camden Patterson? I can't see from this far away. No, that's number 1. My apologies.
That it is.
My apologies. Like we mentioned, we're at
we are.
We're 1,000 yards up in the air. But
yeah, that's a great throw and catch there.
Yeah, that's a bomb. And that'll put Dallas Carter in the best position they've been in tonight at the 17. Still got all 3 of their timeouts, so Miller being very patient. If nothing's going to open up, he'll keep it himself. And he's still going. Just a great play there from Miller.
So, Tyler, right as we stand right this second, it is, even with 2-point conversions, all that jazz, we are looking at a 4-score game. And so, if you're Carter, you score here with a minute to play, you get the ball the second half and score there. You could cut it to a 2-possession game, but there is a long way to go for the Cowboys in this one.
So 2nd and 2, 55 seconds left.
Quads right.
Say Godball was getting there quickly. He dumps it off to Patterson, and Patterson does a good job fighting for yards. It looks like they're marking him a tiny bit short, though. I can't.
Surely there's going to be a timeout, yeah.
Yes, it will be a timeout, Cowboys.
Bethany Ashby with Nations Lending here. Ever feel like navigating a mortgage loan is like finding your way through a maze blindfolded? Here's why you need a local guide. Mortgage loans are complex, filled with confusing terms and endless paperwork. That's where I come in. Whether you're buying a home, refinancing your rate, or renovating your home, I'll lead you to the best rate and terms possible, but also make sure you avoid costly mistakes. Working with me and my team means peace of mind. So visit me online at easttexaslending.com and let's find the perfect mortgage solution for you.
It was enough for the first down there. 1st and goal from the 7 very quickly. Some more new friends of ours. We told you about EMC, who are some new friends of ours. I want to tell you about Donnie's Heat and Air. They are your locally owned HVAC expert with over 25 years of experience, providing trusted service in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential, commercial, Donnie's Heat and Air, they are here to meet all of your heating and cooling needs, offering reliable same-day service with a smile. They've built a reputation for quality and customer satisfaction. Call them today at 903-558-1104 for fast professional service, or visit them at 219 Linda Drive to see how they can help you stay comfortable year-round. They give on first down. That'll get them up to about the 4. Just 37 seconds left, so probably going to have to see another timeout here, I would think. And we will.
I'm Josh Boatman, your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of my own, I understand the importance of protecting the ones that matter most. I understand that no two families need the same coverage. That's why I will make sure to customize plans to fit your specific needs. From home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, and especially life insurance. No matter the age, life insurance is one of the most important coverages that you have to protect your family.
If you can protect your home and auto, why not yourself or your family?
Ryan, you pointed out something to me. We're seeing something I can't remember we've seen before at a high school game. What's happening in this? What's happening in the stands right now?
We do have the wave going on, as if this is like the 58th game of the Tampa Bay Rays season at a 25% capacity crowd. Who doesn't love the wave?
I don't.
Second
goal from the
floor. Moving on.
I don't mind it at a high school game. That's kind of fun, but yeah.
He's going to be Cam Patterson back there.
He keeps it himself. He's still fighting.
Oh, my goodness.
And he got in.
Wow.
Camden Patterson.
I'm back here looking at what I think is kind of where the ball's at, and he's shooting through the back of the end zone.
What a run.
Well, that helps.
It absolutely
that helps.
does.
You got to start somewhere.
Scoring with just 25 seconds on the clock. Like we said, they get the ball to start the second half. If you scored there, it's back to a 2-score game. And I have no doubt that they're going to fight till the very end of this one. Someone in the comments said, do you believe in miracles? I can't believe what I just saw. That was the call, right? Do you believe in miracles? Wasn't that the call? Oh, Ryan, Creed Wisenhunt.
I could kind of feel.
Creed Wisenhunt.
He got a great jump. Great jump.
He did.
Great jump.
So that'll keep it at 35-20.
So that erases the 2-point conversion mishap earlier.
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry. What did I? It's 35-14. I don't know why. My fault.
Yeah, 35-14.
I was trying to do math. 35-14. Real quick before we see another kick, I want to tell you about Triple Crown Roofing. They are your local roofing experts with a dedicated team and extensive experience. From repairs to complete roofing systems, they offer competitive prices and free consultations. Specializing in commercial and residential roofing, they provide the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing. Roofing done right.
I can assure you I would not kick it to Jackson Hare.
Yeah, after watching what happened last time.
They are able to bottle them up there.
They take them. To everyone to join them on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. Also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way, they are all about experiencing life change. They have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join them at the Way Bible Church to embark on a journey of transformation together. Again, we've got a great halftime show coming up to you 23 seconds from now, rather. And
I was going to say, no doubt here. You just take the knee, take the 35 points in the first half, and let's go to the locker room.
Yeah, 100%. If I'd asked you, wait, we're actually going to get are we getting a timeout? No, we're just getting.
Delay a game? No? Okay.
No, I think they were running
okay. Let's just take the knee.
They only had 10 men on the field. Carter was getting a player out there. I don't know how helpful it was when 3 different times I said, we're just going to get, but now we're just going to get a knee. Ryan, any thoughts before we get out of here for the half?
No, I'm going to finish where you were going, but if you would have asked me before the game if I would have taken 35-14 headed to the locker room, that would have been an astounding yes.
100%. Ryan, again, we have a great halftime show brought to you by, as always, the team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at Christus Mother Frances Hospital in Sulphur Springs, where they are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from some of our friends who make this all possible. And then one more time, you're going to get to watch the 4th place in the state Sulphur Springs Wildcat Band.
surpassing the competition by leaps and bounds. The team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at Christus Mother Frances Hospital, Sulphur Springs, are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. Christus Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, taking orthopedic care a step further.
You only have one heart, and you rely on it for everything. If your heart needs help, you can rely on Christus Health. With us, you have one of the most comprehensive heart care programs right here, with innovative, personalized care you can count on, delivered by a team you can trust. You only have one heart. We only have one purpose, to keep it healthy and strong. Your heart, your life, our purpose. Christus Health.
Donnie's Heat and Air is your locally owned HVAC expert with over 25 years of experience, providing trusted service in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential, commercial, or new construction, Donnie's Heat and Air is here to meet all your heating and cooling needs, offering reliable same-day service with a smile. They've built a reputation for quality and customer satisfaction. Call today at 903-558-1104 for fast, professional service, or visit them at 219 Linda Drive to see how they can help you stay comfortable year-round. From everyone at Donnie's Heat and Air, go Wildcats.
I'm Brian White.
And I'm Daniel Roper.
Sulphur Springs is what we call home, a place where we have raised our families, planted our roots, and proudly serve East Texas for all legal needs.
At Roper & White, we are Wildcats, past, present, and future. We're more than just legal experts. We're partners in your journey to justice and success.
With a dedicated team, we offer personalized legal strategies tailored to your needs.
Thank you for choosing us as your hometown attorneys.
From all of us here at Roper & White, go Wildcats.
Welcome to Corner Grub House. This iconic spot has been home to family-owned businesses, and we're proud to continue that tradition. Here, we serve freshly made comfort dishes that make you feel right at home. Enjoy our southern hospitality while watching Wildcat football every Friday night on our big screen. Craving a taste of tradition? Call us today at 903-919-5058 for delivery or catering. Or visit our website at cornergrubhouse.com, where every meal and every game feels like coming home.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, rats, cats, chickens, goats, dogs, black, brown, white, and green, and everything in between, we would like to welcome you to the CC Experience. Coming all the way from the west side of Texas. We're actually North Texas, about an hour and a half from here. 1819 West Windy Road, 75232. You're now about to watch one of the baddest marching bands in the city of Dallas, the boldest in the state of Texas. Pound for pound, note for note, step for step. Nobody does it better than the CC Marching Machine. We're CC, too bad, too bold. March bands under the figuration of our drum majors, Junior, Mark Wade, and sophomore, my angel, the Dream White. Today we're about to do a wonderful dedication show. Miss Janet Jackson. This is your experience, man. Our first song in our opening is by Peat, Cowboys of Dallas Carter. And it was a big deal for their band to come to a away game for us. And we're coming back from that and it was unbelievable. It was crazy. continue to take you back, way back on this journey. We have a next song for you. This song is called When I Think of You. This is from Genesis 1986, dropped out of the album called Control. Mr. Terrell Gladney Jr., our Calico instructor, Mr. Martin, our instructor, as well our band parents. We thank you all. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the halftime show and the rest of the game. Go, Carter Cowboys.
It's the T8 Cotton Ford Stadium Wildcat Takeover. Turn halftime into showtime as they strike up the band. Sulphur Springs High School proudly presents their award-winning Blue Blazers. Targets for this year are Lily Bankston, Valeria Moreau, Allie Thomas, and Cameron Smith. Officers for the 24-25 line are Junior Lieutenant Kara Fagan and Emma Palacios. Senior Lieutenant Allison Smith
And Jaden Allen.
Your captain, Trinity Martin and Zadona McCullum. The Blazes want to send a special shout out to their honorary Blaze of the Week. Man, oh man, that Wildcat band. Along with their Spirit Girl of the Week, Jayla Johnson. And this week's Spotlight Teacher, Jasmine Del Castillo. The Blazers would love to send a special thank you to their sponsors, Corner Grub House, RGW Hauling, J&D Dozer and Mulching, Miguel and Lindy Palacio, Larry and Sherry Finney, the Bankston family, the Sign Shop, Bob Evans, the Shirt Lady, and Wyatt's Towing, and City National Bank. The Blazers are under the direction of alumni member, Mrs. Meredith Stiles. Now, join the Blazers as they perform a rocking jazz routine to Any Way You Want It.
and Anthony Small. Congratulations to the Wildcat Band for their 4th place finish this week at UIL's State Marching Contest, held this past Wednesday in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. This marks 3 top 5 finishes in a row at the state level for the Wildcat Band. Now, sit back and enjoy the Wildcat Band and Drumline tonight with Feel It Still.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us during the Christus halftime show. As always, we appreciate them bringing us halftime shows week after week. And again, congratulations to the Sulphur Springs Wildcat Marching Band for another year as state finalists. They finished in 4th place this year. That was a ton of fun to get to go watch them. We're very proud of those kids who work very, very hard all year long. Ron, how do we feel about what we've seen so far here in the first half? Again, we apologize for
the coaches are back. Man, I feel great about it. I think that my player to watch or person to watch or Coach Faircloth, they obviously had a tremendous game plan coming into this one. We started out very quickly. That was a Humphries victory, and the blue barrage is showing up. We gave up 14 points that half, and as many times as they touched the ball, 14 points is a
yes,
absolutely. That's pretty good going into the first half in a high-scoring game. But I just think that we need to see. I wouldn't say call off the dogs just yet. You don't want to give Dallas Carter any chance. I mean, you want to. If we can put it away, let's put it away. Producer Corey is screaming 1-0, and I think that. I think 2 more quarters, and we're going to do just that.
Yeah, and for the uninitiated, Humphries victory, they come into play literally every single week, and this week no different. You mentioned the Blue Barrage, who has Blue Barraged so far. You mentioned jump out early. You jumped out early.
So what are some stats in this game, Tyler? Deuce has 3 touchdowns. Jackson has 2 touchdowns.
Yes. Skylar
also
has
a
one
touchdown. Grayson Hardy has a interception.
And we'll get out of the way for the band. Here come. Here's Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Yes, you had mentioned some more stats or fun facts, if you will. You know I love our fun facts for no reason. Wildcats come into tonight with a record of 15-1 in the Faircloth era when they score first. Obviously, they did score first again here tonight. Throughout their career, the Wildcats are 16-4 when Skylar Lewis has a touchdown. Tonight, he has a touchdown, and they are 8-0 when both Skylar and Jackson have touchdowns, and both Skylar and Jackson have touchdowns. I'd also told you 19-0 when they lead going into the 4th, and 20-2 when they score more than 24, and they have scored more than 24. So, as long as they don't allow...
Not to be the bearer of bad news, but I do believe that one of those losses in the over...
You are correct.
...came against Dallas Carter.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And I think...
Who was the other one? Was it also Dallas Carter? Was it both Dallas Carter,
it
or
was
was it Anna?
It was Anna.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Couldn't remember. I knew that Dallas Carter was one of last year.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for a great halftime show brought to us by Christus, as always. Dallas Carter will get to start with the ball here in the second half.
It was massive for the Cowboys to score to end the first half, knowing that they were going to start the second half with the ball, and so hopefully knock off 2 scores of your pretty large gap.
Well, and don't forget, with just about 4 minutes left in that half, they had a chance to cut it to a 2-score game.
Yes,
and they'd be getting the ball now to make
the
it
interception,
a
and so you're exactly right.
And like we said, every single time these two teams have played, it's come down to about the end. So I think this one's far from over. Before we see this first drive of the second half, I want to give a shout out to Katie Adair with J&M Martin Realty. She is your local real estate expert. Raised right here in Hopkins County and a proud mother to 2 boys, she's deeply invested in our community. As a school board member and active participant in the Mother's Culture Club, she's dedicated to making a positive impact. She's committed to providing honest and hardworking service to all buyers and sellers. Find your dream home together and give her a call today. Also want to say at Hooten's Hardware, they offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your home, business, and outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square feet of materials in stock, they're sure to have everything you need for any job. Hooten's Hardware. They're more than just nuts and bolts.
Tyler, let's have a great second half. I think for the defense, your goal is to, not let this get to a 2-score game. I think for the offense, the goal is to let's get it to a 5-score game.
I would agree with that. So again, Miller, the quarterback, that one a quick pass to Patterson.
Yeah, and it's definitely interesting. It was none of Miller at quarterback. It was all Patterson. And then kind of all of a sudden it went to Miller. And, they did complete the long pass
They did.
up the sideline on the left side, and that resulted in points afterwards. But just I guess they feel like.
I understand he is the more of the passing quarterback.
Yes, it gives them a better chance through the air, I think. But, the bulk of their yards tonight have been with Camden Patterson running the ball.
And that one was a give to Boozer, a really good run for a first down. I think in this scenario, especially to start the second half, I wouldn't have minded going back to Patterson, letting him run more of the read option type of offense again. But
yeah, see if we can drive down the field and get 7. I just think, gosh, if you're Dallas Carter, and not to put too much pressure on too quickly, but I think you have to score this drive.
Yeah,
I think this drive is a must score.
I think so as well. Now Miller keep it in himself, and it is a good gain on first down, gain of 5 or 6.
Tyler, a guy that we spent some time talking about in the pregame that just hasn't touched the ball a lot is Boozer.
Yeah, he had that really good run just a second ago, but yeah, we didn't.
But I bet he only has 5 carries, 4 carries.
Yeah, it can't be.
And he had 130 something, you said, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah, he averages 108.
Yeah, that's 13 touches a game.
Mm-hmm.
So just haven't seen a lot of him.
After the contact from Zay Gobbolt, we see Gio, Alex McCormick, Nate Andrews, a handful of guys there. So this is going to be 3rd and 6, it looks like, from the 42. Four down territory.
Oh, I mean, almost for the rest of the game, it's 4 down territory.
We won't find out just yet. There is Demarion Boozer with a huge run.
All right, that one's on me. that one's on me.
Demarion Boozer, like you said, I mean, I really thought we were going to see a lot of him tonight. I think it just kind of went.
The game plan, it just had to go a different direction, and that is really what the get started fast idea was behind. We just make it to where they can't do what they want to do.
100%. In an ideal world, you get to get Patterson and Boozer involved as heavily as you want, and it probably, it very well could have gone in a very different direction.
Yeah, I think if this game had 21 points total, it would be in favor of Dallas Carter.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get flagged with this one, but there's been 49 points in this one, and that was always going to be in favor of the Wildcats. I think.
A very late flag that was thrown, kind of
a second flag.
That
okay.
Tossed bounced off a couple players on the sideline over here.
Yeah, so we got. I think there's going to be a holding, and then I think there's going to be after the play personal foul on someone on Sulphur Springs. It looks like we're kind of pointing.
I think because Alex was the one making the tackle, I don't know if they're going to call it on him, but
I'm not sure. Yeah,
wasn't he didn't tackle him or anything out of bounds. He just continued to run with him, so I don't know.
So I think we got illegal hands to the face on the offense, and then after the play, personal foul on Sulphur Springs. So, or unsportsmanlike, okay. So it's going to be minus 15, plus 15, and it's going to stay first down.
Just do it again.
We'll just do it again. Hey, I just appreciate that he walked it off. Even
Yeah.
though they were the same distance, he said, well, we're going to show it.
We're going to do it.
We're going to show it.
Next time, we do it right. And we
Okay,
replay the play.
Back again, first down.
Let's do it again. From the 39.
There's like a lot of uncertainty.
Someone in the comments said Chad's media stream greater than Netflix stream.
That's right. We've got the Tyson and Paul fight tonight.
Ryan, deep pass towards the end zone. CT Galloway not letting that one get caught.
Yeah, great job there. Just staying right at the hip.
I
think it actually hit CT Galloway in the back of the head.
I like the leg sleeve. Or I can't. Is that just a leg sleeve? Yeah. CT Galloway. He's always got something like the taped fingers, the leg sleeve. And a really good campaign from the sophomore corner. So they cut the distance they needed in about half. So bring up 4th and 5 or 4th and 6.
I actually don't know why it's
4th and 7. So I was going to ask you as well, because I noticed it never changed.
Unless that play was originally 2nd down, which I can't remember. But
if
it was 1st down, it should have stayed first down.
I was going to ask about that as well, yeah. 9:03 left here in the 3rd. Either way, he's got it at 4th and 7 from the 36. Dropping back to pass. He's got a man underneath, but incomplete. Yeah. And even if that would have been complete, like you said, probably.
I don't like throwing
not
7 yards short of the sticks.
Would have required, multiple missed tackles there. But either way, Wildcats get the ball at the 36. Here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit alliancebank.com for all your financial and banking needs. Ron, you mentioned Tyson and Paul. Who you got in that one?
Man, my brain tells me probably Paul, but my heart wants to believe that Tyson is gonna find a way to do it. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Quick pass out to Jackson Harry, trying to make something happen. I don't want to date myself too much here, but I don't mind. We all know I'm old. I've got gray hair. I only remember 1 or 2 times getting to actually watch Mike Tyson fight. I remember getting to watch the Lennox Lewis one. But this I would have to assume would be your first Mike Tyson fight, probably, yeah?
Without a doubt. Yeah. I think his last fight was in 2005, so I would have been 5.
Yeah.
So definitely don't remember that.
I'll take Tyson. 2nd and 9 from the 37.
We've been off sync on that tonight. Thinking they jumped.
Oh, yeah.
They did jump and we didn't snap it. We've had a couple of those tonight.
Gain of a few there. We saw that a ton last year and the year before, and you and I kept feeling like it should have been a free play, and it very rarely was. But we haven't seen near as much of that this year.
No, I agree.
I feel like.
I agree.
But yeah, tonight there has been a.
Tyler, that feels like one of the first times that Jackson Hare was tackled on the initial contact. He's really just had a special game tonight.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited to see the numbers on this one.
Oh man, a lot.
We're still just about halfway done. So, Caden gonna keep it himself. Got right back to about the line of scrimmage though, so it'll bring up 4th and long, and that's a big one for Dallas Carter.
Yeah, it's really the first possession that Dallas Carter really dominated on defense. I believe this is our first punt of the night. I know it is.
Yeah, and also, I don't want to ever get too far. We don't ever want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But if Sulphur Springs goes down and scores there, especially if they use much of this time, that would have almost been.
I don't want to use the word over, but yeah.
Whereas now, Carter gets the ball back, and if they go score here, 2-score game. So this is a big stop there.
Pretty good punt.
Yeah, it's going out around the 40, so they'll take over with 6.5 minutes left here in the quarter. The holiday season is finally upon us. You may find yourself needing some extra cash. If so, go see D&B Loans, who offers personal loans of anywhere from $100 to $3,400. They also have a fully stocked showroom of furniture and appliances available with in-house financing and free local delivery. When you need cash, trust a hometown business. Also want to give a shout out to our replay partner, East Texas Physical Therapy. They're a provider of therapy and rehabilitative services in Sulphur Springs. After a visit to East Texas Physical Therapy, each patient will know what it means to have service beyond excellence. They hope that you will return to their facility for all your rehab needs. East Texas Physical Therapy. Treatment you need. Care you deserve. We've seen a number of East Texas Physical Therapy replays here tonight, Ryan. Ryan, that read option had me fooled.
I kind of was looking to the bottom myself, but I believe that's Zay Godbolt.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but pretty big fan of Zay Godbolt over here.
Yeah, he's really having a great year, and I feel like the last, I don't know, month or so, he's just really come on. And
probably
done a
even
great
longer
job.
than that. I think around the halfway point in the season.
Yeah,
Maybe the Aubrey game, I'm not sure which one. But
he's really having a good season. And just a junior.
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah, they all are juniors.
Patterson keep it in himself.
Gosh, even there, I mean, I feel like Patterson kind of had the angle, kind of had the edge, and Zay Godbolt's able to get a little bit of jersey, and that's enough to push him out of bounds.
You know, I know a lot of people from Dallas Carter do watch the stream. You can tell it's evident in the chat. I don't think the coaches do, but it sounds like they're like, well, maybe he's all right. Maybe we do go back to Patterson in this trial. I don't know.
Well, it's certainly been the the high points of the offense tonight. I know it hadn't been the greatest on offense so far, but a lot of success with him running the ball.
3rd and 3, keep it in himself.
You see it right here.
Huge run. Patterson up to the 35.
I haven't seen enough in the pass game for Carter to make myself feel like we've got to start chunking the rock. Like,
Agreed.
I know that this is time consuming, and I know that time is not in our favor as Cowboys, but I'm probably going to have to just stick with this.
Yeah, and again, you were averaging 260 rushing yards per game this year. Yeah. And I mean,
Sulphur Springs knows it. Everybody in the stadium knows it. But
the American people?
Yeah, the American people know it. But I just think that's what you've got to do.
You know, you and I have seen a lot of really talented players this year, a lot of really good offenses, but I can't really think of a much better run option duo than Patterson and Boozer. Those are two really good runners.
No. I don't think so.
Now there is to give to Boozer. Blue Barrage meets him at the 30.
So third
and 5.
Yeah.
And I mean,
obviously,
I would run it 2 more times. Yeah.
Oh, no question.
Third and 5 here from the 30. I was going to try to look at the play clock. Forgot we don't have a play clock tonight. Ooh, Nathan Andrews.
kind of a 2-for-1 special.
It was. Nathan Andrews was fired up.
Yeah, that was one where the quarterback, he was just your normal read option. He couldn't decide, so Nathan Andrews decided that he would read for both of them. I'll help you out there.
I don't care which one I got out.
So 4th and 7 or so, but you have to go for it.
Yeah.
And just where you're at on the field, you're kind of in no man's land, but this third quarter went quickly, Tyler. 3 minutes left.
It always does, man. And now Patterson taking off to run. I think he was well past
Oh my
the line
goodness,
of
that is a great play.
Gio Ibarra?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Pass Breakup himself, and really great job catching up there and tracking that ball and knocking it out of the air. I could kind of hear the coaching staff to the right of me in the booth. They really thought that the quarterback was past
I thought he
the
was
line of
as
scrimmage.
well, yeah.
It was very close, but nonetheless, Gio.
Doesn't matter, Gio
That is
Ibarra.
massive.
Real quick before we see the Wildcat offense again, I want to say about Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs. They offer a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires, bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match a right tire with the right service today. Discount Wheel and Tire proudly serving our Wildcats for over 25 years. Gain of just 1 or 2 there on first down. Someone said in unison. I feel like we find ourselves in unison pretty often.
It's always for a big tackle for loss. It's kind of our in unison call.
Ryan, after this second down play, if you have I think I could see over there getting ready for some score updates.
A score update.
Jackson here with another big run there up to the 40.
So Tyler, halfway through the third quarter, Frisco Panther Creek has extended their lead over Dallas Pinkston, 42-14.
You know, something that 42-14. Wow.
42-14. Yeah.
Something you and I, for whatever reason, because we don't like to get ahead of ourselves, but we didn't talk about who the winner of this game ended up playing in Cowboy Truth out there.
Yeah. Let's talk about it in a second.
Okay.
I'm very intrigued that Truth Holmes is coming in at B-back. I can almost guarantee we're going right there behind the big man. Oh, now we're going over here.
Deuce Timmons followed him.
Oh, my.
Deuce Timmons.
Oh, my.
Still going. Deuce Timmons.
Oh, my.
60 yards. Touchdown number 4. I don't know if you know this, but that kid is a sophomore, right? 60 yards.
I mean, when you put big man in, you follow big man to the promised land.
Touchdown number 17 this year. I mean.
And Tyler,
Destiny arrives all the same. Is that what you're saying?
I believe we scored 41 the first time playing at this stadium earlier in the year, and hopefully we make this kick to get to 42. Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
Wildcats lead, 42-14.
Gypsy Willow, every order is a masterpiece. From start to finish, we offer personalized attention, keeping you informed every step of the way. Whether you bring your own designs or work with our in-house graphic designers, we make it seamless. With no minimums and unlimited colors, explore endless possibilities at no extra cost. Our industry-trained team ensures perfection in every print. At the Gypsy Willow, each order isn't just a print, it's the beginning of a story. Your story.
$42-14. Wildcats lead with 2:02 left here in the third quarter. Ryan, at some point, the next score update, if you don't mind. We never got into really.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, I didn't know that. I wanted to watch Truth Holmes block on that one. I didn't know it was going to result in a 66-yard touchdown. But yes, Sulphur Springs. If they do finish this one out, they will confirmed play Springtown. That's who I kind of predicted last week. The Springtown Porcupines, which is a great name.
That is fun.
But they are 9-1 in the regular season. Won last night, 52-16 over River Oaks, Castleberry, which I've actually never heard of.
52-16. Wow. The Porcupines, that'd be fun.
The Porcupines. I can honestly say I've never played against the Porcupines.
No, I haven't either. Just trying to think of a porcupine like pun joke I can make, but I got nothing. Yeah. I would have a week to think of something.
Springtown is.
And Miller still running, Ryan. Big game there.
That was turned that into a pretty decent run. I was going to say Springtown is past Fort Worth, and so that's pretty far away from Sulphur Springs. If that's the matchup, be interested to see where we meet up to play that one.
Yeah, Dallas Carter would have been much
closer.
And it still could be. There's still 13 and a half minutes left.
We're running out of time, though. I'll be honest with you. I know you and I don't like to use the "it's over" term, and it's not.
Yeah, people in our comments are telling us right now, game ain't over.
Well, the other people in the comments are saying that it is over. So
I'll let y'all.
We'll just play. Yeah. Tyler and I are going to call it.
I'll just comment on what's happening.
But nonetheless, the winner of this one does get Springtown.
Now,
Some other, I can give some other score updates in our region.
Also, if you don't mind, before the end of the night, I know obviously we're calling a game, but just during commercial breaks, if you could tell the people a little bit about Springtown, kind of what they've done this year, that sort of thing.
I can certainly do that.
Miller dropping back to pass. He's passing deep. Is that caught? It is. That's a big pass and a big catch. The second or third one of those we've seen here tonight from Miller. When they connect, it's usually on a deep ball. Not a ton of short passes. Gets it up to the 31. Another give. That time to Boozer. And Alex, the king.
Man, just the straight run plays, no option. We've really done a great job up front.
We have.
I mean, just not a whole lot of room to operate. Tyler, a couple teams, couple score updates in our region. Alvarado, who is undefeated on the season, beat Fort Worth Eastern Hills 76-12. Watch this play.
76-12. Wow.
Yeah, there's been some big numbers.
Finally, just getting rid of it. That will do it for the third quarter. When we come back, Ryan will tell us more on the score updates.
Actually, it's Red Ross, and I only come around once a year for this. Red tag sale!
Save up to $5,000 on select in-stock homes during the Red Tag sale. You're welcome.
Bank with Alliance Bank, and the only thing to worry about is what to do with the extra time and money. Alliance Bank offers a wide array of products that save you both time and money for you or your business, such as personalized cards, remote deposit capture, mobile and text banking, and so much more. Contact Alliance Bank today or visit alliancebank.com to bank with the ones you can count on. Alliance Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready for the fourth quarter where it is 42-14. Ryan, we cut you off on the score updates. What you got for us?
Yeah, Decatur is up 44-7 over Carrollton Ranchview. Kennedale 25-0 over Fort Worth Southwest at halftime. 49-14 Frisco Panther Creek over Dallas Pinkston. 3 minutes left in that one.
So as we had kind of predicted, if this holds up, all four teams from this district will have advanced.
Yes, that is correct.
Miller dropping back to pass. Passing deep towards the end zone. Almost.
Oh, that was almost a great catch. Tyler, a couple more score updates. Not in our region, but in our vicinity, teams that we're going to be familiar with, people that are watching. Kilgore is up 52-6 over Vidor. Pine Tree is up 28-20 over Bridge City. That's a close one.
Wow.
Pine Tree is a top 10 team in the state. Tyler Chapel Hill 28, Huffman Hargrave 21. Also very close for a really talented Chapel Hill team. And our friends at Lindale are up 35-7 over Little Cypress, Mauriceville.
Got a big fourth down here. 4th and 11. It's picked off. Gio Ibarra. His second pick of the season. 5th of his career. All the way up to the 35, it looks like. Gio Ibarra.
Tyler, we do have a flag, and I actually think it's going to be on Dallas Carter.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little bit of frustration in that one.
Perhaps. Real quick while we're waiting to see where that will be placed. I know everyone loves to see the game day post every Friday, and if you are one of those people, you can thank the good people over at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, where they're redefining the way homes are built. Discover your dream home with them today. From modern floor plans to customizable design features, they're here to answer all of your questions and guide you through every step of the way. Visit them and explore their wide range of manufactured or modular home options. Your perfect home is waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, building dreams one home at a time. And now's the perfect time to give them a visit because they are currently having their Red Tag sales event. Contact Clayton Homes today to save up to $5,000 on select homes during that limited time event. Don't wait until it's too late. And that gets the ball all the way up past the 50 to the 48. With just 11 and a half minutes to go. Someone in the comments said, I'll tell you after this snap. Back to the line, maybe a gain of 1, but said Springtown only 1 loss this year, and that's only because they wanted to go for the win instead of the tie.
Yes, and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time watching film on Springtown, and obviously 10-1 is very impressive. Winning is hard, so I will never take away from that. Pretty weak district, top to bottom, so I actually don't think they gave up a point for like 5 weeks at one point, which again, they're obviously doing something very well defensively, but
I've got a fun homework assignment for us this week, which I'll tell you right after this 2nd and 9.
Tyler, I graduated college. I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Keyshawn John with a gain of a few. I was just going to say how impressive it is for all 4 teams that made the playoffs from one district to sweep
Is
to
there
win.
another team?
Yeah.
Is there another district in the state of Texas that happened?
That
with?
is
At
what,
any,
yeah.
I would argue at any classification there can't be more than
a couple,
2 or 3.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me we were the only ones in all of 4A, I would believe
Well,
it.
here's the deal. How many 4s are beating 1s?
Right.
I mean, just, you know.
And not to toot our own horns, but kind of called that.
We did nail it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've been saying it for weeks now.
I think we have been, yeah.
I think
before we even knew.
I think we were pretty blatant that whoever won this district was not going to love their first-round matchup with Aubrey, Sulphur Springs, Lake Dallas, whoever it was at the time.
Now, I don't know the area around matchups either, but I mean, I think
No,
you and I had this conversation.
I was going to say, I think it is a very real possibility that the third and fourth rounds only consist of District 7.
Yeah. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, because like we said, you know, Sulphur Springs, we finished this one out, and we are getting to that point. We would play Springtown. If you won that one, you would play the winner of Frisco Panther Creek, who we've already seen, and Alvarado, who's undefeated. So going to play a tough one in the third round if you're lucky enough to get that far, but definitely fun to be in that position.
Okay, final task for you as we're on like a 3rd and 22 here. Caden looking deep. Skylar Lewis, and he's got him. Once again, up inside the Bell Concrete red zone. Skylar Lewis, have yourself a night.
Well, Tyler, that was a little more swaggy than the touchdown dance earlier. But, Tyler, I told you that's a ball he catches 10 times out of 10. Earlier was truly an anomaly, and so love to see 6 for not quite 60, but close.
Well, here's the thing. If you ever wonder why we'd stress that Skylar Lewis is the best, it's because even bobbleheads tell him yes. Inside the Bell Concrete red zone at the 18. Ryan, I was going to say the other quote-unquote assignment I had for you instead of score updates for the rest of the night. Could we find what the area round matchup? I think Max Preps has a bracket, but if we could see the area round matchups for our district.
I mean, do you want me to spit it off the dome?
If you do have it off top,
I think it's in there.
If you have
like
it
I
off
said,
top.
Sulphur Springs versus Springtown, Frisco Panther Creek versus Alvarado, Salina. Bear with me here. I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe it's Kennedale, but
okay.
Stand by.
2nd and 11 here from the 19.
Salina is going to play Kennedale in the second, and Aubrey is going to, if that one holds up, they're going to get Decatur.
Okay. Timeout with 9:46 left.
In January of, I guess, 22, just went in for a routine gallbladder surgery, and there were some complications that entered about a 6-month uphill climb over at Baylor Hospital. Everyone said you really need to see if you can get a hold of Amicus. I would recommend these people 100% every single time. They would.
9:46 left in this one. Wildcats looking at a 2nd and 11 from the 19.
But, yeah, Tyler, just looking at it from, looking at it from 35,000 feet, I mean, I think Sulphur Springs versus Springtown is going to be, just on paper, is going to be a very close one. I think Frisco Panther Creek versus an undefeated Alvarado is going to be a very close one.
Caden, he's got Jackson. Jackson's got a first down.
I would think that Salina is going to be huge favorites over 5-5 Kennedale. And I would think 6-4 Aubrey versus 6-4 Decatur is going to be pretty close on paper. So some solid second-round matchups. But, yeah, I mean, there is a real possibility that the second round is going to consist of every team in our district, and there's a real possibility that the third and the fourth rounds would consist of our district.
Yeah, I don't think you and I made that comment on air, but you and I straight up said during this week that we thought that was a very strong case. Flag on the play. Or a very strong chance of that happening. I wonder, that sort of thing's really tough to predict, which you and I have gotten pretty good at it, but I wonder what you think the Dave Campbell spread or prediction would be for the Wildcats next
Sulphur Springs versus Springtown. Again,
they'll probably be fairly.
I've got to look at it. I got to look at the numbers. They're going to be 10-1. We're going to be 9-2.
Yeah. A combined 19 wins.
I mean, they've had some wallopings. I mean, they have really put it to some people.
I mean, you said they went like over a month without allowing a point.
No, I'm not kidding. That was not, what's the word you use? Hyperbole? I feel like you love that word. You want me to go through some scores?
Yeah, if you don't mind. 1 second. We've got a first and goal.
Yeah. I don't want to get away from the game.
Caden finding Chris Adams on the sideline. Good catch from Chris there.
That was a great catch.
So now first and goal from the 8, it looks like. Quinn Harris getting back out there. Seeing a little more Keyshawn John here in the second half. Now Keyshawn back to this side. And I think they thought another free play. I thought another free play, but no flag.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, there it is.
There
Okay.
it is.
Gotcha. Skyler still made a great attempt to get to that one. Ryan, you said if you got some of those scores.
Yeah, so Springtown, again, the Porcupines, so great name. They lost the first game of the season.
Oh, wow. And
21-20 to Joshua.
They lost by 1 point?
They lost by 1 point. And then they beat Graham 35-21. They beat Kennedale, who's going to be a second-round team, 34-17. They beat China Spring, who's been a successful program recently. They beat them 28-23. And then a very impressive run of 68-0 over Fort Worth Southwest, 58-0 over Fort Worth Carter, 35-0 over Fort Worth Eastern Hills, 56-0 over Fort Worth Diamond, 48-0 over
Deuce Timmons for the 5th time tonight. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 touchdowns for Deuce Timmons.
Gosh, if we weren't up by so much, I'd say go channel your inner Alvin Kamara and get 6. Why not?
I personally say go for it.
But yeah, to finish that schedule, 48-0 over Fort Worth Western Hills, and then they played the second place team in that district, Decatur, beat them 41-38, and again last night they beat River Oaks Castleberry 52-16.
Wow. No good on the PAT, 48-14.
To Jackson Dental, where we prioritize your smile. Meet Dr. Jenner Jackson, a hometown Wildcat turned dentist, dedicated to continuing the legacy of excellence started by his father, Dr. Phil Jackson, over 35 years ago. At Jackson Dental, we offer a range of services from routine checkups to advanced treatments, all delivered with a commitment to your comfort and well-being. Our friendly team is here to ensure you have a positive dental experience. Schedule your appointment today and discover the exceptional care with Dr. Jenner Jackson at Jackson Dental.
48-14 with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left. While we're waiting for this kick, I want to tell you about some new friends of ours who are joining us during the playoffs. We really appreciate them. Those are the good people over at EMC Hauling. They are your locally owned and operated moving and hauling experts. At EMC Hauling, they understand the importance in taking care of your belongings, whether it's a precious family heirloom or your everyday essentials. They handle everything with the utmost care and respect. They offer a wide range of services to meet all of your needs, from residential and commercial moving, junk removal, packing, antique hauling, pickup and delivery. Whatever you need, they've got you covered. 1 second, wait for the return. It's a good return, up past the 30, close to the 35. Again, telling you about EMC Hauling. Their top-tier service, responsiveness, and quality work is what sets them apart. Call them today at 903-335-5975 for a free quote and let EMC Hauling take care of you and your next move. EMC Hauling, moving you forward. Appreciate them for helping us during these playoffs.
Well, Tyler, I'm not going to hide the fact that I was very confident that Sulphur Springs would get this one done tonight, but I definitely am not going to sit here and say that I saw 48-14 in the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like we were exceptionally prepared tonight. We felt like I could tell in warm-ups. I mean, you felt like everyone was doing things with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you wondered, you asked, how is this team going to respond after, didn't play our best last week, big loss against a good opponent in Frisco Panther Creek. How would this team respond? And Tyler, I think they answered that question nicely.
I think so as well. And one of the things you had specifically made the comment, I believe, that I don't remember exactly how you worded it, but I thought it was a great point. You said something to the effect of like, we're ready now, or in the past,
I think this is our time.
You got to the playoffs
yep.
and you learned you learned what it takes to get into the playoffs. You learned what playing in the playoffs is, and you learned from those mistakes. And yeah, like you said, they're ready.
I think 2 years ago, I think you went into that one excited that you got back into the playoffs. You had a backup quarterback in Caden Mitchell. Maybe we were just happy to be there. I think last year we had some good pieces, did some things well.
Brian, the ball's out. But I think they recovered again. That's a gain from the 31 to the 49. That's an 18-yard.
I don't know if it's in the fourth quarter or if it's under 2 minutes, but you can't. A different player can't recover a fumble for positive yards. I think that might be inside of 2 minutes.
Gotcha.
But anyways, last year I think we were very talented. We did a lot of good things in a lot of spots, but maybe we weren't ready to make that jump. Maybe we weren't ready to go on a run. This team feels like we have the makings of a team that can go multiple rounds deep.
Yes, 100%. And you're 6 minutes and 53 seconds from at least going multiple rounds. Say Godbolt. Did a good job just getting it down. And then here was that Laren Vaughn? James Johnson. Wow. That's a big hit from a sophomore corner. James, him at CT, we talk about a ton, but just sophomores from that cornerback duo, and they've been very good this year. Of course, Joey Bear, the other corner, Creed Wisenhunt. And
Tyler, isn't it a great feeling? I was just sitting here thinking about, what have we done really well tonight? And obviously, we've done a lot of things well, but we spent all this time talking about the Dallas Carter run game and their ability to kind of control the clock and dominate on the ground. But tonight, it's been Sulphur Springs controlling the ball and controlling running it on the ground. I don't know what we have yardage-wise, but it's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah.
What do you think, 250 yards rushing total?
Ooh,
it's a lot.
Maybe. Patterson. Wow, what a great job from Patterson, not only to get the pass off. And Ryan, that was to Miller. That was from Patterson to Miller.
So that was the old handoff throwback.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just swats. Was it a handoff?
I'm getting distracted. Everyone's running rampant in the stands, Tyler.
Yes.
There's been so many plastic footballs thrown when you score 48 points and the cheerleaders run out of things to throw.
Group of children.
Kids start acting crazy.
Group of children very adamantly trying to get our attention up here in the booth. 5.5 minutes left in this one.
Oh, it's a fun one, man. And, and I again, my message to the guys that I spoke to this morning was enjoy it. Have fun. This is what you play for. This is when you're there at 8 a.m. in June, July, August, and it sucks and it's hard and it's just a tough grind. Football is in my opinion the toughest sport, toughest team sport. This is why you do it. And so this is pretty special. Happy for these guys. They have certainly earned it.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough, obviously, since you and I have been broadcasting games, we fortunately have only seen really good Wildcat football. But, I remember before we were getting to broadcast games, covering this team that was going 0-10, had gone 0-10 or 1-9 for a few years in a row. And to have seen, we praise them all the time for how much growth they had in such a quick amount of time. Alex, the King. Anyway, I just want to make sure, and just 4:20 left in this one before you're a second round in the playoff team, but we cannot give them enough credit for. I don't want things like this to go over.
And here's the beauty of it. I think that I think it's a big deal. I think they should be excited about it. I think they should enjoy it this weekend. But I'm also confident in saying that this is a mature enough group.
Mm-hmm.
This coaching staff has done a great job of preparing these guys, and I think the leaders of this team. This isn't enough, and I don't think that one's enough. I think why not go win a second round, go win a third round. I'm putting no ceiling on this team. No ceiling. No ceiling.
No ceiling. After I've dropped Lil Wayne references all year, Ryan just casually drops in a little no ceilings on me. But yeah, I think, like you said, I would feel really good about my chances next week. And if you do find yourself against Frisco Panther Creek in the regional quarterfinal, I don't care what the score of last week's game was. I would feel really good about my chances against Frisco Panther Creek.
What I would say to that, and the farther we go, the more times we're going to have this conversation. Everyone's good.
Yeah.
They're not there in that position because they're okay. We're not going to play any more okay teams.
Right.
It's hard. Winning is hard. And when you have one life, when it's a 1-0 situation every week, there's no more okay teams.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say earlier in the season? Bad teams don't get to play in big games.
That is exactly what you said.
Well, next week's no different. And tonight was no different. I think Dallas Carter is a good football team. I think they had a bad night.
Yeah.
And I think Sulphur Springs had a great night.
And I think, just like we said earlier, if they don't get out to the start they got to, I think it very well could have been a very different game. They just very clearly had to.
Just quickly felt like, ooh, Sulphur Springs.
They had to flip the script.
They're rolling tonight. Yeah.
While we do have a quick second, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Revamped Aesthetics. They are a locally owned med spa offering a number of services to help you achieve your individual aesthetic goals. If you've been wanting to try aesthetic treatment, now's the perfect time because they are offering a Talks Tuesday. It's Keyshawn John with a big run there. All the way up past the 50.
I love me some Keyshawn John.
I do as well. That's a player that you and I talked about a lot earlier in the season. Still averaging about 8.5 yards per carry on the year. But I was telling you, Revamped Aesthetics offering a Talks Tuesday on the first Tuesday of each month. That's where all talks is just $10 a unit. Talks Tuesdays will be offered at the Sulphur Springs location, with the next one coming up pretty quick on December 3rd. The Sulphur Springs location is open, so be sure to give them a visit and see how they can help you achieve your individual aesthetic goals. Just 3 minutes left in this one. Obviously, we'll be naming a Way Bible Church player of the game before too long. It's Keyshawn John. Gains a few more there. There is one more friend of ours that I want to tell you about. Again, a new friend that's joining us here in the postseason. We are very appreciative of them. It's the good folks at Donnie's Heat and Air. They are your locally owned HVAC expert with over 25 years of experience providing trusted service in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Donnie's Heat and Air is here to meet all of your heating and cooling needs, offering reliable same-day service with a smile. They've built a reputation for quality and customer satisfaction. Call them today at 903-558-1104 for fast professional service, or visit them at 219 Linda Drive to see how they can help you stay comfortable year-round. From everyone at Donnie's Heat and Air, go Wildcats.
Tyler, I'm excited personally I'm excited to spend some time looking at Springtown, a team that historically I know nothing about. This season I know nothing about. I know what their scores are, what their record is, but I'm legitimately going to do a deep dive, and I'm going to cook up some good Humps keys to victory come Friday night.
Oh, I'm very excited to see the Humps keys to victory.
I say Friday night. Who knows? It won't be Thursday, but it could be. I guess it could be Saturday. That's possible.
Just a minute and a half left in this one. Yeah, that's to your point. There's another give to Keyshawn John. Keyshawn John from 44 yards out. Keyshawn John says, yeah, I might be averaging 8 yards per carry. No, that's not enough. Throw another 40-plus yards of that. That is the 3rd touchdown of the season for Keyshawn John. Yeah, Keyshawn was averaging 8.5 yards per carry coming into tonight. And, I mean, efficiently. He only had 36 carries on the year. He had 304 yards. Now he's up past at least 350.
Good snap, good hold. Good kick.
Wildcats lead 55-14.
ETPT, one of the treatments that make us unique is aquatic therapy, which encompasses everything from exercise in the water, relieving pressure on the joints, and decreasing overall pain, to aquatic body work, which transforms your body in a whole new way. Experience full mind and body relaxation through movement, holding, stretching, and myofascial release, achieving a nervous system reset and breaking the chronic pain cycle. East Texas Physical Therapy, treatment you need, care you deserve.
Welcome to Bell Concrete, Inc., where we treat our clients like family. For over 70 years, we've delivered the finest ready-mixed concrete, sand, and aggregate. Our friendly staff ensures your project is completed with care and a smile. With locations in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and Anna, we're here for you. Call us today at 903-885-3126 and experience the Bell Concrete difference.
At the Way Bible Church, we are all about life change. There's a place to belong for the whole family with Next Gen nights every Wednesday for birth through 12th grade at 6:15 p.m., young adults on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month at 6:30 p.m., and everyone's invited on Sundays at 9 or 10:45 a.m. Our hope is that when you connect with the local church, you will encounter Jesus in a way that leads to life change. We hope to see you soon, and go Wildcats.
Ryan. Just a minute and 12 seconds left in this one. Wildcats leading 55-14. That one fielded at the 35. Up to the 40. And, yeah, I mean, we cannot say enough good things about what this win means. I mean, a playoff victory for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, while that had become, like, such commonplace, something you would expect from the Wildcat football program, it has been a long time since they've been to that point, and we've seen them be very good for the last 3 years. And you know, we've spent 12 months talking about getting back to this exact night, this exact game against this exact team, and not only did you answer, you won 55-14.
Yeah, there's no question. Coach Fairclough channeling his inner Saban, Kirby Smart, and burning a timeout with a minute to play. I like it. Hey, got to do the little things right.
Got to
do the little things right.
But, yeah, as you were saying, Ryan.
Let me think where I was at.
I was just talking about building up to this, and
yes.
Not only did you get the job done, but you
yes,
answered with a 55-14 win.
I said this team was ready. They answered the call. This was the opportunity in front of them. They could have thought, okay, we've done this dance twice already. We're 0 for 2. There could be doubt. There could be questions coming into it. Quickly, that was not the case. We were incredibly prepared. Started quickly, and we were foot on the gas the entirety of this game.
Yes, and I hope someone from the outside looking in, or someone that might not know both or either of these teams that well, this isn't you got a not very good team in the first round.
No.
This is a very good Dallas Carter team with a number of really good players.
You're playing a team that has at least been to the second round the previous 2 years.
Yeah, and I mean, even this year alone, like we said, they're averaging over 250 yards per game. Patterson's very good. Boozer's very good. I mean, they've got guys. Still going.
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to the Dallas Carter seniors on that side. I know this is, man, playing your last high school football game is tough. That's something that I definitely miss a lot. So definitely thinking about those guys tonight.
Yeah, there's a player on the field. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Bell Concrete, Inc., where we treat our clients like family. For over 70 years, we've delivered the finest ready-mixed concrete, sand, and aggregate. Our friendly staff ensures your project is completed with care and a smile. With locations in Sulphur Springs, Greenville, Mount Pleasant, and Anna, we're here for you. Call us today at 903-885-3126 and experience the Bell Concrete difference.
Luckily, the player that was on the field for Dallas Carter is walking off on his own accord. So that'll leave a 2nd and 13 with just 46 seconds on the clock. Very well, the last snap of the game coming up in 1 second. I do want to tell everyone, as always, tune in, stay tuned on Front Porch News, the Facebook, where as soon as we have information on,
which I would assume is going to be fairly quickly. They played last night, so it could very well be already decided.
Yes, there's a chance.
We knew about Dallas Carter in Greenville 30 minutes after last Friday.
Yes, I hadn't even made it home, and we'd gotten the text from Coach Faircloth.
I would think that tonight.
I would think that's going to be the same case. I would assume that after they go to the locker room, talk to the players and everything, that we will be getting a text from Coach Faircloth. And as soon as we have that information on where the game will be, when it will be, and all that, Front Porch News Facebook is where you will find that information. Ryan, by a final score of 55-14, your Sulphur Springs Wildcats are by-district champions. We have to name, I got too excited and forgot, we have to name a Way Bible Church player of the game. The Way Bible Church wants to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m. and then also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. At the Way, they are all about experiencing life change. They have a vibrant community awaiting to welcome you with open arms. Join them at the Way Bible Church to embark on a journey of transformation together. Ryan, I don't do the honors. Take it away. Who is tonight?
Can you call a guy Deuce if he has 5 touchdowns?
No, you cannot.
I think we got to come up with a different name, but
he's Cinco.
He's Cinco.
Cinco Timmons.
Cinco Timmons. Deuce, unquestionably player of the game tonight. I mean, 5 touchdowns. I would like to say he'll probably never have that in his career, but he's a sophomore, and I would think that there's a good chance that might happen again.
What number does Deuce wear off the top of your head?
8.
He's Ocho Cinco.
Oh, okay. Ocho Cinco.
Congratulations to Ocho Cinco Timmons for being this week's Way Bible Church player of the game. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, I mean, very, very proud of the Wildcats. Obviously, they're pumped right now, as they should be. Enjoy it for the next 24 to 48 hours, and then on Monday morning, it's time to go beat the Porcupines.
Again, congratulations to Deuce Timmons for being this week's Way Bible Church player of the game, and your Sulphur Springs Wildcats for being by-district champions. Stay tuned on the Front Porch News Facebook. As soon as we have information on when and where the area round game will be, we will update you on that. And then tune in next week, starting at 7 p.m. to hang out with Ryan and I again for an area round matchup. On behalf of everyone here at Front Porch News and Chaz Media, our incredible camera people from Chloe Copel to Hannah Morrill, Caleb T. Meyer, Hunter Minke, Jeremy Delores, the best producer in the state of Texas, Corey Hankins, my favorite person to spend Friday nights with, Ryan Humphries. I'm Tyler Lennon. We'll see you next week for the area round.